The individual views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of Green Ties Media. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We is here. We is here. Making it do what it do this morning.
Come
You know
on
what I
in the
mean?
room.
Yeah, we here. We definitely is here. Yeah. We here with the intro. Let's go ahead and Buffalo against the world. But the way the game was last night, it was Buffalo against Buffalo.
Ooh, I can't wait to
That's
hear
J1
this
Trey.
one.
Lamar gonna be on today. Yes, indeed. Let's go, y'all.
Why so serious?
And if you're not here today, you should have been.
It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us against it's Buffalo against the world.
That's J1 Trey.
Pulling up in this big body like Brusto. You even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the mafia, the fan base that'll die for ya. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with ya. We heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Now turn it up, turn it up, now turn it up, turn it up,
Yeah.
now turn it up, turn it up, now turn it up, turn it up. It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us against it's Buffalo against the world.
Hey, Shamara, I see you out there. Hey.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, wow.
Big shout out to the Kulu brothers for that joint, man. Come
Yeah, the Kulu
on now.
brothers. The Kulu brothers and, Stevie Johnson
And
on that
Stevie
track
Johnson.
right there. The legendary wide receiver. We need you back, boy. Last night was looking good. We need you back.
Ooh, was it that bad? I didn't even watch.
We
I
need
didn't.
you back, Stevie Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Need you back.
Hey,
big dog.
Bobby.
Good morning, man. This is a good day today on the Tuesday morning. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. And that's the Queen Vet Green right here on the Morning Show podcast. What's going on with y'all this morning, man? How y'all doing? How you doing, Queen? What's going on
I'm
with you?
doing wonderful, y'all. I'm really doing my eye just the water and it's the allergies. It's the allergies. I'm doing
Yeah.
wonderful. That's my song too tomorrow. Hey, Bobby. Thank you everybody for tapping in this morning. It is the morning show with the Joker and your girl Vet Green. We are here every Monday through Friday from 7 until 9 a.m. And then Joker and Lamar takes it over with that
Yes.
sports talk.
Sports talk.
Hey, Dominique. Hey, cuz. She had a beautiful baby shower. That's what I did this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to my little bit cousin baby shower. I call her my little bit cousin because business-wise, cuz is killing it. She's
Yes.
showing me some things out here. She's the owner of Heavy Pressure. Y'all know that is my favorite clothing line because
Yeah.
when the pressure is real, I put that. That's when you know I'm going through some things. When I have my heavy pressure armor on,
Yeah.
that's my body armor, y'all. That's my superpower outfit. When I put my superpower suit on, that's when you know that pressure be on, but I can come through it.
That's
That's my family's line. My little cousin Dominique. I'm so proud of her. She's always been about her business, and heavy pressure is definitely about her business. So make sure you shop Heavy Pressure. I think there's going to be some specials coming on for Black Friday. She's about due, so I don't know, y'all. Dominique, is it going to be some specials coming on? Because that baby about to come. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
if there's any businesses out there, y'all want to promote, we have some specials going, right, Joker?
That's right.
We have some specials going, some marketing that we can help you with as well. We got a lot going on over here with Green Ties Media.
Yeah, we definitely doing what it do, working hard, making it do. We, like I said, marketing courses going on, special going on for the it ain't Black Friday, it's Black November, because it's a whole special for the whole month of November. So jump on that before the month go out, because when December 1st comes, it's a whole nother wave. So you got to get a whole new surfboard to balance yourself on that wave. That wave get crazy and everything. You got to catch it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do here on Green Ties Media. Here on the morning show, man. How everybody doing today? Our listeners, how y'all doing this morning?
Yeah.
In the comments, how was your morning? How was your last night? How did you feel last night? Did you watch the game last night?
I did not watch the game. I was going through some things last night. I feel like I'm in a surreal. Last night was kind of surreal for me. Thank God I got some great people in my life. Thank goodness for my Queen Circle.
Yeah.
For being there for me, because this is, business-wise, I'm transitioning. And thank you again, Joker, for helping me with this. It's like, because Joker got your back. I was like, I know. I know he got my back.
Yeah.
I know he got my back.
Everything moving during the day. That's all I do. I keep up with everything, keep the numbers good. I look at the analytics, I look at the algorithm, I check out the AI, make sure they got our back, and then I do me, and then I do what I do, and then I that's my, I do that. That's what I do. I do that. It's my 9 to 5.
I do need to take a marketing. I need to get with my marketing coach, because I was looking at my insights on my Vet Green page, and I'm actually in the red.
Oh, yeah, get that color.
Down 28%.
You doing something ain't right. And
So I'm like, oh goodness, it's time to get with my marketing coach and find out what I'm doing wrong here.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it this morning. And also, I stumbled across, and you may know this already, I stumbled across something last night that I didn't even know that Meta provides you. So there's a post that I shared to my page which violated some things. So it actually put Meta told me that it's actually counting against me.
Okay.
That I was in good standing until I shared that post, but I can't figure out how to get back there. So it said I can do two things. I can either delete the post, or I can something else. And I was like, well, shoot, I'm just gonna delete it, because I was sharing it.
That's what I do. I delete it. That's what I do. I delete. Yeah, I delete everything anything that Meta does, I delete. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt you, it's gonna make you better. The algorithm because you have a relationship with the algorithms. That's why the Meta got your back. Because they know that you here for the right reasons. They know you ain't one of these ratchet people and all that. The algorithm love you. So when the algorithm love you and have a relationship with you in this marketing game, you know what I mean? Meta make sure that they'll do whatever they can to help you and to make it do what it do. And if you want them ratchet people, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna shadow box you without saying anything.
Okay, so they did. Thank you, Meta, for letting me know, because I did put on there that I wanted to delete it. So I wonder if it takes 24 hours for it to update that Meta.
It usually deletes right away, and then the algorithm jumps back in within the next hour, and then you back where you need to be, and then you just as soon as you do like something wrong with that, I try my best, if you have a budget, to do a quick ad.
Okay.
To boost it up a little faster. Maybe do like a 5-day, $2 a day, just to give it that.
I did that. I did an ad this morning. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that helps the algorithm be like, pretty much you telling the algorithm, my bad, you know what I mean? You got my back, you apologize, and like I said, the algorithm is pretty much, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. It's like God. Like you repent to God, you repent to the algorithm gonna be merciful.
It's gonna be merciful back to me. Okay, algorithm, get back to going, because I ain't like that. I was like, what did I do wrong? And Meta was like, you had an all A's until I shared that one post, and now I got an F for that one post, y'all. That one post. So.
It all takes, but see, that's why this thing is. That's why I always talk about marketing a lot, because that makes a lot of sense to what's going on right now. As far as the internet, the algorithm, the AI, and all that, that makes so much sense. And I'll be like, yeah, I said that. I got coaches, I got marketing managers too, and I got mentors. They be on my neck too. I got 9 of them, but out of the 9, 3 of them be on my neck a day. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kristen. I get her last name, Morel. She's one of my main mentors, and then I got some videos of her that she let me use for our platform that I'm gonna be posting up soon. But she stay on my neck. She be my email, she be my emails, and she'll inbox me like, what you doing? Okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah, but what you doing? So bless her heart. Definitely, she's real good. Y'all can go ahead and follow her, Kristen Morel. She's definitely doing a lot. She helps out a lot of artists and opportunities of how you can get paid shows and stuff like that. She's good people. She has a catalog that's for the low that you can get, and you can have connect, and you can manage yourself and all that good stuff. So she is awesome. So I'm gonna be bringing a lot of her videos, and hopefully I can get her on the show. I'm saying when she's busy doing a lot of things, but I'm trying to get her on those platforms between this and the Vet Green Show, either one. You know what I mean? Trying to bring her on because she's good people, and you know what I mean. And she live out there in Vegas, and she just be on her grind. And she's talented.
I'm just sharing our live, everybody. This is one of the techniques that I learned when you're live, to share it.
But see, that's what makes us a team. You do this when we're live, and I do it when we ain't live.
Yeah, you do, and I love that. You really do. I'm just grateful. I am, and I'm looking forward to what our 2024 is going to look like. What about you?
Oh man, I'm very excited for 2024. I'm pretty excited for the new things going on in the internet. I like the new things that's popping up for Spotify. I really been checking out some things. That's what I'm be talking about today on my segment. You know what I mean? Talking about the big 3. Those who know, Spotify has a 360 deal, and if Spotify have a 360 deal, you're an artist and you on that page, that means you have a 360 deal. That means you're not independent. We gonna talk about that. We will talk about that in the top of the hour around 9:15. So all artists, please tune in on that. That it's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? But before we go to a commercial break to get into the hot topics, shout out to Drake and J. Cole's coming to Buffalo.
Are they?
It's on sale Friday. They're coming to Buffalo on February 27th. At the arena downtown Buffalo. Tickets on sale. It's a good Christmas gift. You know what I mean? And if things work out well, we might give away some tickets. I might just go ahead and get 2 tickets and give away some tickets. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned in that. I'm gonna see how the funds is and see everything. And I might go ahead and do that. And they come to Pittsburgh. Come to Pittsburgh too. So yeah.
Pittsburgh too.
Yep.
Okay.
Pittsburgh a week before Buffalo, they be in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So they coming to Pittsburgh too. So I could check them out in Pittsburgh, or I can go to Buffalo and see them. Catch that that 3.5 hour ride into the city, and but that's a good concert right there. So that's one of the biggest first tours of 2024. You know what I mean? And then the second biggest tour coming in is the Queen Latifah tour. She backed it up. She supposed to start it in December. She's backed it up to March now. So the ladies' first tour, and that's gonna be Queen Latifah's last tour. She's gonna do it one more again for hip hop. And so what I'm saying, and she planned on her website, she's planning on coming to Buffalo. Buffalo's on the list, and Pittsburgh's on the list. So I definitely want to go to that concert. Definitely. Gotta see the Queen Latifah and all her fellow friends, Yo Yo and Brandy, and
that would be dope.
All them MC Light gonna be with them, and Yeah, it's gonna be crazy with DJ Jazzy Jeff as a DJ, and it's gonna be off the chains. Yeah,
Oh
so
my God, he was just here in Buffalo. I saw Sneak Vibing blog
yeah,
post something about the what was it? The Buffalo Urban League.
that's right.
They had a gala, and he was one of the speakers there.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff, legendary, and then and on top of it, he's planning on doing a small tour. Him and Will Smith planning on doing the tour in the summer, for the summertime last one more again summertime tour. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince Will Smith.
So they are, because I know at one time they were talking about it, but they couldn't. What do you think happened there with those two?
It's nothing on a relationship thing. It's a business thing. Because Will was he uplifted his career from doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it happens. It's a business thing, and then of course, Jay Jeff, his best friend, gonna support him. Like, yeah, do your thing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm good. Like, do you need me? I'm here. You need some support. And they're the godfather of each other's kids. So, it happens like that. You know what I mean? And then it's good that they coming back together for the summer though, for the summertime tour. They're supposed to be launching that tour, I believe, supposed to be June, going all the way into September. And I believe that they possibly, talking to my sources, might be going to come in the Canal side in August. So in Buffalo. So that's gonna be one of the concerts coming to Canal side.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
I just got thrown in Facebook jail for sharing these posts. Everybody, Facebook. Oh, I got to figure out what my bail is going to be. It said that my account is now restricted for 6 days. They are not playing any games. They are not playing any games.
And that's why I try to share to the 3 top platforms I share, and that's it. You know what I mean? Let the algorithm do the rest. So what the algorithm is pretty much saying is, like, why you doing my job?
Okay.
You doing good. Why you doing my job?
Why you doing my job? Keep your hand off of there.
Yeah,
God. Like
that's what they doing. That's what they doing. That the other pop your hands and get off that button.
Get off of there.
and that's the thing, the one thing that's what I like about Meta, especially if you're doing the right thing. They will give you warnings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you ain't getting no warnings and you just going straight to restriction, that means you're not even in the circle of what you want to do. And you would have to pretty much it's gonna take at least a couple months to reload things if you're trying to do something positive. Being on here, you want to use these platforms in the right way, because nothing is free. You know what I mean? Nothing is free. I'm gonna say this: do you get people in your DM asking for, like, can you listen to my music?
Yeah, I get all types of I get all types, and I do. If it's music, I'm not gonna lie. I'll listen. I'll listen. Yeah. I mean, if I reply back, I reply back. I mean, if it's good, I'll send it to you. But I get all types of stuff.
I can't do it no more.
You've been doing it for a while. That's why.
I've been doing it for a while, but also shout out to DJ Chuck T, one of my other mentors who does review shows. I've been knowing Chuck T since South Carolina, since back in the day, and he's one of my mentors that hit me up once in a while, give me some tips on things, music business and everything. He's an expert in music business and that nature. So y'all go ahead and follow Chuck T, DJ Chuck T. But he was like, it's getting to a place now on this internet that platforms like his platform and Big Seven's platform and these big review shows has been doing it for a while, Ugly Money platform, it's getting to a point to where you're gonna have to pay for us to listen to music now on this platform. It's gonna transition to that by 2024. And I talked to my mentors about it, my other mentors. They was like, yeah, because everybody wants a handout because of things are so changed and so hard to reach people on these platforms now. Because nothing is not free.
Nothing. Even for us, like it's not free. We have to do ads and stuff just to, I guess, because we're swimming with sharks. We are really swimming with sharks. And at the end of the day, Meta wants to make money.
Yeah.
And it's, what did you say? Pay to play.
You got to pay to play. But
You gotta
Meta
pay to
want to make sure we good too. Meta want to pay us too.
Yes.
That's one thing I
absolutely.
like about the movement of what's going on. Meta wants to pay us. Meta wants to show love. You know what I mean?
Danielle,
you
long time
know,
no
too.
see.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for stopping by.
Yeah, yes, no doubt. Appreciate y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So it's like, so for that, all that being said, it makes sense to what Chuck T was saying. He was like, yo, you know, it's getting to a point where you're gonna have to break a bag, you know, for us to listen to your music, because it's not all about how good the music is, it's all about the popularity. It ain't about talent anymore.
Hmm.
So why would you always want people to listen to music? Because it's not impressing to me. What impressed me is not the music. Impressed me is your work ethic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what impressed me. If your work ethic is off the chain, not just come to people's DM talking about listen to my music and I see your music elsewhere, you know what I mean? Then I will listen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Every artist that so far in the past 2 weeks that's been discovered off of an ad. Every artist that's been played on here for the past 2.5 weeks been discovered from an ad. They
Wow.
market themselves. Every R&B singer, every rapper that we played on here, it's all being discovered because they put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Have we
might
got any new music video submissions?
oh yeah, I have a lot of music submissions, but they don't reach the criteria of our platform.
Mm. Oh, is it the I like rap, some rap.
I
but
love it, but they all come in with the same sound. Nobody had no identity. Is lot they not ready for. I can see that these platforms now is being like radio now. Like it got to be clean. It got to be because of the situations. We in a platform. We in a whole different light than any other platform. So we got to treat this like a radio station now. Like, you know what I mean? Because we are different.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Now you got platforms that step stuff like that, but we gonna see how far those platforms go.
Mhm.
They're gonna stay at a certain rim. We're gonna keep elevating. So if you want to be in this lane, what we doing on the morning show, and you want to get that clout of those people that are listeners, then you're gonna have to change up certain things. You know, even though you're independent, you got to do corporate things.
Yeah, we want them. I want to hear more R&B, more neo soul. If you know of an artist that it falls in that criteria, please tag them to this post. Even if you are watching a replay, we want to put more videos out there. We right now like back like a 106 in Park, something like 716 Uncut.
Yes,
Does, but she does it more with the rap and all of that. And big shout out to Jazz Boy, right?
yes, that's my sister right there. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
big shout out to her because I love that she's independently doing it on her own. I love women who are empowering themselves. I like to get her on the show one morning just to talk to her. We kind of have been in similar crowds. She's friends with Diamond and Darnell.
Yeah.
From SC Global, and me and Diamond have the same birthday, so you know my fellow Capricorn, I love them. And Grand Rising, everybody, we're gonna take a break in a few moments, but like we were saying, we are actively looking for R&B artists who have videos. They don't necessarily have to be in the 716, and I think we're gonna get together and put an ad up about that just to get more music our way. So we want to help you. We want to help you. But in order to do that, it has to meet certain criteria, like Joker says, and we'll be posting that criteria to our page within the next few days, everybody, just so that you're aware as well, and that we don't have to go through this time and time again because we really do want to help.
You know, and they'll say that if you as an artist that is on a rap wave or what you're doing, as long as it's cleaned up a little bit. You know what I mean? We not too picky with it, but if it's clean enough for us, and then you really want to be a part of the wave, we'll definitely tell you what you got to do. We tell you exactly. We're gonna give you a special package and do what to do. You know what I'm saying? And we'll definitely push you to the next level on here. You know what I mean? That people who love that wave. You know what I'm saying? But you have to learn how to accept change on certain things that you want to do. You know what I mean? And some people is not willing to do that. So this is not the platform for you. Sorry to say that, but it is what it is. Not, and keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. That's all I can say. Keep doing your thing, because you know what I'm saying. I still listen to a little something here and there, but I'm stuck on the R&B. R&B is back.
Yes,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
Hip hop went down 40% in 2023 so far. So
Wow.
country music is solid right now, and R&B coming up. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jelly Roll, who's doing features with some hip hop artists now too. He just won the country music new artist of the award. I love Jelly Roll. That's one of my favorite country singers, man. I like Jelly Roll.
Okay.
I like Jelly Roll. Shout out to Jelly Roll, man. You know what I mean? And I heard that he got a track with Benny the Butcher. I heard that's a rumor going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to hear that. That's why he's doing a lot of features and stuff with some hip hop artists, man. So shout out to Jelly Roll, you know what I mean, doing this thing, who got famous off The Voice. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's doing this thing. But
when we come back, we're going to talk more about the graduation requirements may be changing here in New York State, which I'm happy about, because it makes sense, some of these potential requirements that they have on the table. So fingers crossed, hands up, that they are finally coming into the 21st century. My son, as you know, I speak about him often. He's in school right now for education. He wants to change the face of education and how we obtain our information, and the kids as well, because everybody does not learn the same way. I am a visual learner. I cannot just open up a book and learn that way. My brain does not function like that. And I'm not the only one. Other people out there may be visual learners. So what some of these plan changes take into effect, that everyone does not learn the same way. So we'll talk about that and more. Trump's sister passed away also. We'll get into that more after this break, everyone.
People always want to know how you go from this to this. I told them I always pay homage to those who didn't get a chance to make it out. And then I get in the booth. I give up my life. I give up my experiences. I give up my gifts. I move to entertain, but I also move to teach. Always letting you know, you mess with this, you definitely messing with a problem. You move to a new city, and you rep it like it's your own. You work harder than everybody around you. So you had a chance to shine harder than everybody around you. You let them know what it is to be an MC. You let them know what it is to be a businessman. And only then can you get a people the cooker.
Love, 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 love. I love, love with you. Love, 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 love. I love, love with you. So brand new, you wanna marry.
I'm having so many issues with my phone, everyone. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to get this information. Grand Rising, New York Bronx. Grand Rising. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's so appreciative of everyone who continues to come through every morning. So it looks like there's going to be some graduation changes, some requirement changes, which I was happy to learn this morning as I was listening to the news. And you can go right on New York State's website and get this information. It's also being reported by the Buffalo News as well as WKBW, which is News Channel 7 here in the 716. So apparently the graduation measure initiative sought to explore what it means to obtain a diploma here in New York State, and what that diploma should signify to ensure educational excellence and equity for all students in New York State. So just to summarize what some of those changes look like, they're looking to replace the 3 diploma types with 1 diploma, with the option to add seals and endorsements, meaning say you have you're going to school in general requirements. mean, you have the general studies, the regular social studies, English, all of that. But then you also have an endorsement in marketing. You know, that may be a course that they offer. So that's an endorsement or seal that you get. They're also looking to include civic responsibility, ethics, cultural competence, financial literacy education, which I was happy to hear, which means, everybody, that they will teach the kids in high school, which they should, financial literacy, including investments, how to manage your money, because there's kids right now who are still in high school who are managing their parents' finances. Some kids, you know, they are the adult in the household because, unfortunately, as we know, sometimes as parents, we are not always present for whatever reason. Maybe it's mental, you know, maybe it's physical. We can't be there. There's kids right now who have disabled parents. Right. You know, how would you have been able to benefit from some of these things? Fine and performing arts, science and technology, engineering. They're looking to increase the STEM, you know, which is that science and technology. They also want to ensure access to career and technical education, including internships, which I think kids should have. Hey, Grand Rising, Goldie, Grand Rising, as well as these internships, which I think should start in high school as well. It shouldn't start in college. It should start in high school. Get with some of these businesses, depending on what that child wants to do. Maybe they want to get in podcasting and would like to internship with Green Tides Media and right. be, you know, be an apprentice under the Joker. It's things like that they're looking to add. They want to be more specific and target these kids, because what they're realizing, everyone, is that all of our kids are not the same. You know, you have 4 kids. Those 4 kids are all totally different.
That's right.
So they have to stop approaching education as a one size fits all, because it's not a one size fits all. I am a visual learner. I have kids who are logical learners. It's a totally different spectrum. I can't pick up a book and start reading and expect to learn. I need pictures and stuff to go with that. You know, so we all learn differently. What are your thoughts on some of these proposed changes, Joker?
I think it's awesome. You know what I mean? About time. You know, well, I can't really say about time, but about time they bring it back.
Because they had these things when we were in high school, right?
Yeah. I had to rephrase that. You know, they brought them back because that's one thing I benefited being in the system. That's one thing I benefited with so many opportunities. And now in the system, there's not a lot of opportunities. You know, I have a lot of people that talk to me, ask me questions. They, you know, people that know me being in a group home and being in placement. A lot of kids been inboxing me the past 6-7 years now, asking how was it when I was, you know, in a situation. And I told them it was a lot of opportunities for me. You know, a lot of work study programs, a lot of free money. They had what they call it, petty cash for the kids to do things, not just for independent, but even, you know, if you wanted to go visit a college, if you wanted to go to college, or you wanted to do this, that, and the third. So they had a lot of things that you could sign up for that was free, that the county, the state, and government paid for. They got rid of a lot of those things. Now they're bringing them. I can see they're bringing them back, some form of something to bring extra for the kids that can help their future out. And I think that's awesome. How long is it going to last is my question. Is it an opportunity for every child to have this, or they're going to pick and choose names out the hat? I mean, these are the questions I need to ask.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's an option that they're proposing for all students, thankfully. And I agree. I remember when I first got to Lackawanna High School in 1988, they had home ec there. They still had technology. They still had shop, which is like, what is it, like mechanical school, things like that, right. Automotive. They still had all of those courses in the high school, and now a lot of them are not there. You can't even. When I first went to Lackawanna High School, you could still get your driver's license at school. Like there were courses to help you. Hey,
Right.
Grand Rising Bars Banga.
Bars
There were
Banga.
courses to help you get your license. What about some of you that are listening right now? What are some of the courses or the classes that they had when you were in high school that they are no longer offering to our kids? Thank you for doing that, Bars Banga. I know shop is definitely one. Do you remember having that in school?
Shop. See, one thing about me, I went to 3 different schools in high school. I went to Father Baker High School, and I also went to Lackawanna High School, and I also went to BOCES.
Okay, and BOCES is one of those technical schools.
Yeah, I went there for advertising design and production. Graduated, have 2 diplomas there. I'm the first student in the history of that school to have 2 diplomas there. First person and first Black person at that.
Okay.
Have 2 different diplomas there under the same umbrella. That's crazy. Went there for 2 years, graduated, and then I went back for an extra year. You know what I mean? Because I went in early. You know what I mean? You know, and then the extra year they gave me another diploma for it, and I took a different course. Even though I was in the classroom, I was taking up a different computer course. As far as advertising, designing, I was more on production side and printing side. You know what I mean? I was doing a lot of freelance work for the school. I was doing hands-on work. I was in the work program through BOCES, and that I was the first one to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that I came from Baker Hall School. They knew that they knew my background from the principals and the guidance counselors from BOCES knew where I come from, being in the group home and stuff like that. So they did that extra. They did that, and ever since then, I think they still do it to this day. You know what I mean? Last time I went to go visit the school years ago, visit my old teachers, they said they still do it because of me. You know what I'm saying? They do it in the honor. I don't know if they do it in honor of my name or not, but I know they do it because of they tried it out with me and it worked out for me. So they do it for other students now. So I don't know if they still do it now. Those who's in BOCES right now, do they still have the extra year program that you can go in a year early to where you can get into that program in BOCES? If it is, let me know, and I'll be glad. I'll be glad to come and visit the school, and I don't mind doing like a fundraiser. But
Right, we're talking about it.
Yeah, and do something like that because I was the first one that they tried it out with. That they were skeptical about it because we could talk politics on that area on a different show. But thank God that they did do it, and it works out for me. That's why my talent and my business skills when it comes to art is on a whole different level than others. Now, if I would have went to Pittsburgh Art Institute, like my wife did, my wife went to Pittsburgh Art Institute and graduated here in Pittsburgh. That's why we here in Pittsburgh because it's her second home because she went to college here. And so if I don't went to Pittsburgh Art Institute, I would have like probably 4 or 5 points higher than any other student because I was ahead of the game. I would have flew through the first semester easy because of the knowledge that I had got from it. So, but yeah, no doubt.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Goldie, and thank you, Bars Banga, for doing the followers and highlight. I really appreciate that. One of the things that stood out that you said was you were gaining experience, which is so valuable. One of the challenges that I found after I graduated out of college, and I got my 2-year degree. I'm going back to college because I'm realizing now that I need to further my education. But one of the things that you said is that you were able to gain valuable experience. And what I learned when I graduated out of college is that, yes, the degree was okay, but what they were really looking for and what I was competing against was the experience from people. That's what they want you to have these degrees. Yes, they do. That is not a lie. But what they really want you to have is the experience. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's a good thing to get the experience, to get the degree, but the experience always outweighs the degree. Y'all don't let them lie to you when you are out here.
That's right.
When you are graduating and you are out here looking for jobs, they do want you to have that degree, but it's the experience that really gets you in the door ahead of other people. It's the experience and that hands-on experience.
With me. One thing I didn't like about the program And and it might be a little harder now this year because they don't have a lot of jobs in those areas of the field I was in, which was advertising design production, because that was more like a freelance owned business type of movement. It was very rarely you were seeing like a print shop or something like that was hiring.
Hey, Libra.
But they was connected to like a printing press that's on Broadway.
I see that.
Yeah, so I was there. I had got an interview there. It was like 3 of us. It was one Mexican, one white, one black. You know what I mean? Me and the Mexican dude didn't get the job. But then, you know what I'm saying? And I felt some type of way.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that movement. See, we didn't have a voice back then in that area. So it's like, I think now we do, but back then you didn't really have a voice. You talk about it. You talk to the teacher like I feel that type of way, but you just didn't do that. Because you can get shut down. It's almost like being in a system, like in the music industry. If you say certain things about certain things, they'll blackball you. Same thing.
Did you know back then, though, bro? That did you know back then what was being done? Because it was so, it was done so secretively. What do they call it? Covert. It was like done undercover. Did you know back then that you were kind of being blackballed?
Yeah, I knew I was. I knew it because number one is I was trained. When I took the extra year, I was trained on a certain machine. It was a print machine that printed like posters, that printed like the billboards. Now they got digital ones now, but back then you had the paper one. That was a special skill of a machine. Most of these had a small version of that. It was no bigger than a regular print machine. So if you knew how to work that, you know how to work the big machine. All things different, everything is bigger, the bolts is bigger, the tray is bigger, the panel, everything is huge. So when I went to do the interview, they asked me questions about that machine. The 2 people that's also was going for the job, they just knew how to restore the machine and do what they call it, the approval part of it. When they go through the approval, they know what to look at. Now that part, the approval part, that was my weakness. But the machine itself, I'm the one that knew how to take the machine down, knew what every piece means, how to put it together, how to put it, take it down, how to clean it, how to process it for next job, how to size everything up, everything. I did everything for them, and they was impressed because that was a new machine for them. They didn't know some certain things that I was training them. So they used me in a process of me being interviewed to train. They're like, you know how to do the template sizes, to change the format from this to that to this to that. Everything was analog, nothing digital. And I showed them how to make the plate, how to size the plate, everything. And after that, they was like, man, he's the key. One it was a black guy, 2 black guys, 2 white guys, and there was a lady. The lady wanted to hire me. I don't know if she was the boss. I don't know if she had, I don't know. Back then it was discrimination for women too. So I think she probably was the assistant or something. But she was like, you need to hire Franklin. That's who you need to hire. He know how to work to the machine. We've been having issues with this machine since we got this machine. It was a $75,000 machine that y'all don't know how to work, that get repaired every day, and he know how to repair it. And I still didn't get the job.
Wow, and knew how to break down. When I look back at situations like that you just explained, that you just went over, I think about the times where I didn't get the job, and I know now, looking back, that it was based on who I am, what I look like. I didn't meet the criteria that they wanted, especially back in the in the 90s, early 2000s. It was horrible. But switching gears, everybody, state police arrest a West Seneca man on multiple child pornography charges. Lord. Ooh, and this is being reported by the Buffalo News. Hey, my beautiful cousin, Grand Rising to you. So a West Seneca man is held in Erie County Holding Center in lieu of $25,000 bail. That is not enough for me, because that is what, a $2,500 bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not enough for child pornography. Come on now. Following his arrest on numerous child pornography charges, state police reported allegedly Dennis M. Coxon, 38, was arraigned in West Seneca Town Court on 4 counts of promoting a sexual performance by a child, which is a Class D felony, and 5 counts of possessing a sexual performance by a child, which is a Class E felony. According to the report, the Bureau of Criminal Investigation stationed in Clarence arrested Coxon after an Internet Crimes Against Children investigation determined that someone in West Seneca was disseminating child pornography, which means distributing, everybody. He was distributing child pornography.
Wow.
Moving on. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a school teacher, principal?
No, he wasn't a teacher. It didn't say what his profession is, but he lived in West Seneca, and apparently there's the Internet Crimes Against Children investigation determined that someone in West Seneca, so they were able to determine where this person lived based on.
They tracked it from his laptop.
Yeah, they were able to track it.
Okay, all right,
man.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on this? Like, what do you want with the kid? What could you possibly want with the child?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely a inner mental problem. That's a spiritual problem. That's a seed that's been planted from the enemy. You know what I mean? There's a difference between the mental and the seed. I remember a couple of preachers preach about that. You know what I mean? It does make sense. But yeah, they definitely tracked and needed, definitely. Did they catch him? They got him on everything?
Yeah, they caught him. So they did caught him. And let me know some of your thoughts out there. Those of you who are watching us live right now, what do you think should do? First off, let's talk about this $25,000 bail. I don't think that was enough.
25?
That's what, a $2,500 bond?
Yeah. Yep.
That's not enough for me.
Yep.
I don't know, everybody. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Then if he owned a house out there in West Seneca, he could put his equity up for his house for that.
Yeah.
And get on out to the trial starts.
Yeah, I don't know. It's disturbing to me. Moving on. So there's no prison time for a Buffalo landlord whose rental homes poisoned children with lead. Come on, y'all. Can we do better? We do better? So
Yeah.
Angel Delphin, after pleading guilty to making false lead paint disclosures for rental properties he sold, he is the landlord that we are talking about. He's considered one of the worst, if not the worst, rental housing operators here in Buffalo. It's definitely a sickness, Bars Banga. I agree. So he was able to avoid a prison sentence Monday, despite what prosecutors called Delphin's complete misrepresentation to the court about his criminal behavior. You know why, everybody? You know why he's able to get away with this? Because of the people he was renting to, okay? U.S. District Judge Lawrence Villardo sentenced Delphin to 5 years of probation, 8 months of home detention, 600 hours of community service, and restitution of $115,000. It makes you wonder if they got kids and what they're true. Going back to that story we were just talking about with the child pornography. I agree, Goldie. Hey, Grand Rising, Melinda, Grand Rising. Right now we are talking about the story that you can read in the Buffalo News about Angel Delphin. He is being considered one of the worst housing landlords here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Delphin in April pled guilty to felony charges of falsely stating that he had no knowledge of lead-based paint hazards in 23 homes he sold. He sold 23 homes, everybody. I don't know if any of you go ahead.
On the knowledge that I have, I used to work for a contractor for I was the Section 8 construction guy who, I was certified to do. And my main thing was land, right? My understanding of knowledge that I have, being in that field, that you can't sell a house until it's inspected. So how did that go? How did that get swept under the rug?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. How was he able to sell 23 homes? Because he
23 of
lied.
them that got swept under the rug for an inspection. He got to have an inside job.
That's
What was the supervisor female? They was doing some things, and she gave a little, let's go ahead and, something. It got to be something like that.
something's going on.
I know working in that field, I worked for one of the three biggest contractors in Buffalo. I was the Section 8, and one of the, not really the inspector, but the inspector comes in. I'm the one that fixed everything. I was the handyman that came and inspect. So if they wanted the windows, if the window was a vinyl, I had to paint the windows for lead to make sure I painted that. I had to make sure that I put the fire alarms up, and you know what I mean, all that. I did the fire extinguisher, make sure they had a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. I'm the one to make sure the gas lines was closed, working. I'm the one that make sure that look outside, make sure it was no lead in the grass. I painted the outside. I know what's called a 12-step program that on houses to where they can get approved, or 12 top things that they look for, and then everything else I'll fall into place that they need. Maybe do the floors or make sure that saying that ain't nothing in the rug and stuff like that. But yeah. So my question is, how did he get past all that 20 some houses without being inspected? You couldn't sell them. You got to get approved.
That's the question. So at the height of his operation, Delfin owned or controlled more than 150 single and two-family homes in Buffalo, which he rented mostly to low-income people of color. At least 63 of the houses were cited for lead paint hazards, and 29 children living in 22 of the homes suffered lead poisoning.
But how?
Exactly.
I don't understand, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the judge gave him a light sentence because of a character representation letter that was written. So apparently Delfin was the property manager. As early as September 2018, before COVID-19 illness, Delfin discussed investment strategy with the Hong Kong investor, which apparently owned these properties that were sold. Apparently, Delfin was not the primary owner. He was managing it for a Hong Kong investor, and they laid the groundwork for the sale of the properties. By June 2019, Delfin told the investor that 4 houses were sold and that he needed power of attorney to get the rest done quickly. So allegedly, he was power of attorney for these. So they weren't actually his homes. He was given power of attorney. So the investor gave Delfin power of attorney, allowing him to sell the houses. In November 2020, about 3 weeks after a restraining order was issued in a civil case being pursued by New York State Attorney General Office, he told the investor that it would have been very bad if I did not sell the houses in Buffalo before. It's just so much, y'all. It's just so much.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got another question.
Right.
Okay. So he was the property manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if he was a property manager, it still don't make sense. Because right now, 1 is 1 is 5. Because from my knowledge now, I did this work for a minute. When you is a property manager, you have to get approval from the inspector, and guess what? You have to sign it, and then the owner or landlord have to sign it before it presents for a secondary.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So they swept all that under the rug and got away with it. How?
All of it. So if you look and do some research on this, the state was seeking $5 million at one time because one of the homes is located at 952 Northampton Street in Buffalo. That's one of the homes. Hey, Lamar, we are talking about some of these slum landlords in the Buffalo area who have these homes with lead in it. Did you hear about this case?
No, I didn't hear about. I was listening to y'all while I was making my coffee. I was listening to y'all, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm like an old person. I'm no. It's funny you say Northampton too. I actually rented out a house on Northampton.
It wasn't at 952, was it?
No, it wasn't at 952. I was at the double digits of Northampton, closer to the hospital. Farther down, you know what I mean? But it happens a lot. I mean, and it's funny that Joker, actually I'm pointing the wrong way. It's funny that Joker was talking about my mother works for a Section 8 approval type place. You know what I mean? I don't want to say who they are, but she works for a Section 8 type place. So with that being said, the guidelines is real strict because it's a lot of free money that goes around at Section 8 kind of places. You know what I mean? So just like you said, the lines of defense, there's lines of defense set up, so this is not supposed to happen. If one person don't catch it,
how did it get swept under the rug? What somebody knew somebody that was in that office that knew somebody knew something. You know what I'm saying? They have at least, by my knowledge, especially on the east side. My knowledge back then they had over 13 different inspectors just for the east side that covered the east side. Somebody had to know something because everybody get the memo of what properties need to be inspected first, the first line and then the secondary one. So it's two separate ones. You have that, and sometimes they have a supervisor comes with that secondary.
Yep.
I did this over and over, house after houses. I did Northumberland house. I did a house, not Northumberland, Lanefield projects. I did some stuff there. I did some stuff off of Kensington. You know what I mean? All them houses, Suffolk. We had like 4 houses on Suffolk. Yeah. You know what I mean? They had to get approval. So you had to go take them steps got to be in order. But then I have to sign, the whoever's the property manager have to sign, and then the last person supposed to sign is the landlord before it even goes to the county to get the bag so you can get a voucher to pay the rent.
Yep.
So how did that get? My thing is, how did that get swept under the rug? There's no way. What? It got to be inside job.
I'm so disgusted by this because you know what? And doing my research for this story, this isn't the only landlord. And some of you who may be living in the 716 or Western New York may be experiencing issues with their landlord where there's lead paint in the home. So this case just goes on and on. It also includes Williamsville properties. It just goes on and on. In this case, I'm looking at it's going back from 2018, everyone, where they have been taking this.
And that's what I was working. I was working in Buff. I was the one working with the 2 companies. You know what I'm saying? With the owner is the property manager company is out of Grand Island, but they had a lot of those houses in the west side of Buffalo and east side of Buffalo. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how they got past that. I don't know. It's something. It's an inside job.
Somebody got greased, so somebody got paid a little bit of money under the table to ignore some stuff. And somebody else got paid a little bit of money to ignore some other stuff.
It might not be money, my brother.
Yeah, point taken.
Might not be money, my brother.
Yeah, point taken.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Because apparently, Letitia James is not playing. She is not playing. All right. So they were ordered to pay $5.1 million in penalties, restitution, and forfeited rent for the lead paint violations. Bam Fam said it's a lot of slumlords in the city of Buffalo, especially the landlords from another country. Yeah, that's what's going on. And that's the atrocity of it. Right there, the Arabs come down here, fix the houses up cheaply, and want mansion money. Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on. Goldilocks said, yes, they do. That's what's going on. We have a lot. A lot of these rental properties here in the 716 and in the Buffalo area are not even owned locally anymore.
Right.
They're owned by these corporations.
The thing is, that's what makes things more strict because. You know me, I know bumped heads with a lot of different landlords, work with their companies. They be looking for like property manager companies and stuff like that. And one of the companies I work for, you know what I'm saying, they had to interview them. They got to look at the houses. They bring their own little person that was that retired inspector that might come in and give a, what's going on with the house, whatever. You know what I mean? And then they'll give you a list, give them a little change, we'll give them that information. Then they take it to the big house, do the same thing all over again. I like the steps to take to make things official. That means they swept like 4 steps under the table for this to happen. For this dude to get life, he should snitch on everybody, straight up.
And New York State has a lead paint disclosure. Property sellers and landlords must disclose known lead-based paint and lead-based paint hazards to buyers or renters of any house pre-1978.
Yeah,
they have to disclose it.
He doing time for nothing. It ain't even his fault, really.
Listen, it's just crazy to me, y'all.
They take advantage of people because it's so hard, it's so difficult to find places nowadays. It was so hard, so now people kind of hop on whatever they can get on because, I mean, especially if you're a parent, that's your main concern. You know what I'm saying? Is the 4 walls and the roof that, you know what I'm saying, you and your house reside. Somebody tried to get me to move in a house one time and didn't have, one of the windows was gone. Gone.
You know what? And they know a lot of people. Like, it took
me make that shit up. Can't make that up.
It took me almost a year to find the place that I'm in right now because 1, housing is way expensive right now. 2, there's for every apartment or house that you try and find, there's 50 other people looking at that very same apartment or house. So it's tough. So they're getting away with this stuff. It just makes me sick to my stomach, y'all.
Hey,
the level of it is even different. Like I remember back in the days, and I remember it just ever since I've been born, every house was supposed to be at least clean with a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah,
that was the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? That was the bare minimum. It was at least clean and fresh with a fresh thing of paint. Now it's not clean. The rugs is old, like everything. Like they give you like literally like just like the house in the worst condition in the world. And then just like they said, they try to charge you mansion money for it. And that's the part.
A lot of these houses was abandoned in the east side for so long is because of 1 or 2 things. Number 1, it is the roof got to be done because of the snow. Because you in the winter, you get snow in Buffalo. We know that. And the plumbing got to be up to date. In spite of the plumbing in the streets, that's not good. But the plumbing in the house had to be updated before you even look at anything else. By my knowledge of the wisdom that I have been working for these companies, that's what they make sure of that. But I don't, like I said, I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck right now. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how they swept under the rug 4 steps.
Yeah,
and this dude got to do life for something probably he don't got no control over.
And they get away with it because of where the people that they're renting to. A lot of us, we don't have any other choice but to take that apartment. I remember I had gotten Section 8. I had 6 kids at the time. I could not find an apartment to even utilize the Section 8 because it was so tough trying to find adequate housing, enough rooms. You know, I got 6 kids. I need at least a 4-bedroom, least 3 to 4 bedrooms. It was so difficult finding it. And then for that the voucher amount that they were giving me, I think it was about $1,200, maybe $1,300. The only place I could find is like Broadway and stuff. I wasn't going to raise my kids in environments like that. Not to put, and you know what I mean? I had 6 kids, which means they were susceptible to just about anything. Okay. I was fighting statistics. So I wanted to make sure that I provided my kids with a safe environment to grow up in.
Right. Yeah. Broadway not the place to be. That was
Broadway always been bad.
That was gangstified right there. That was I was out there for a minute. Yeah, you know, if I hear my music, I talk about it.
And I'm telling you, like I said, and like I said, the crazy part to me is, like I said, this is the crazy part to me because I start to think logically. I put emotion to the side. I put the fact that they're doing this people of color. I put all that to the side, and I look at it logically, even logically. It's easier to fix whatever it takes to fix than to skip the 4 steps and sweep under the rug to not fix the stuff that you need to fix. Like, it's got to be easier. It's got to be easier just to do plumbing then skip all. You know what I mean? To grease whoever you got to grease and lie to whoever you got to lie to and do all that. It's easier just to fix it logically. Logically, it's easier just to fix it. Why not?
Goldilocks said, and they don't even paint or change the old nasty carpet. They just shampoo.
That's what
if they do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you would walk out of a place. Like if you went to go look at it and it wasn't fresh for a paint, you walked out.
Tamara said a lot of landlords don't like to take Section 8, which is true, because you got to do too much. The past expectations, and a lot of them really don't be trying to fix stuff like that. That's true too.
That's true.
Yeah. And but the thing is, because you get number one, you getting a family in there. Number two is that's for you guaranteeing your rent every month. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And why you playing? Why not get Section 8? That's a tax break. Why not? Mm-hmm. So you want to double up on your taxes every year? Then okay, all right. Then you go ahead, then, Mr. Smart Booty.
Yep. It's a tax break, and just like you said, it's guaranteed money. Like for instance, when I paid my rent, I paid like on the 3rd, like this month. Section 8, it gonna give you gonna get that check. That money gonna be in your bank account on the 1st every single month. Rain, sleet, or snow. A lot of us, it's like a holiday or something crazy where the banks is closed. But 9 out of 10, you getting your money on the 1st, guaranteed. Why not? Logically.
Hey, my beautiful Layla, I see you out there,
Layla in the house. What's going on, Queen? The also too is, you only got to go through it once. Once you get the inspection part down packed, it don't take much to keep it up. Yeah, because you got to get inspected every year. Mm-hmm. It's the same process every time. It don't change. Why not get it right the first time? Yeah. That's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah. I'll get it. Like I said, maybe it's so nice that we don't. It's a lot about their nationality that I'm jealous of. They stick together. Like one thing that I noticed when I rented out, like when my heater went down, they didn't call outside. You know what I'm saying? He called his cousin who fixed heaters. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep it inside the family.
They keep it in the family. I salute to that, but they don't do the job the right way though.
They don't do the job. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between us and them. We want the job done right. We want to give it to our people, but if our people mess up, we want the job done right.
Right.
We don't. That's the end of the day. Is we want the job done correctly. Them, as long as one of their people do the job, they can care. They can care less how the ending comes out. You know what I'm saying? As long as my people did it and got the money, I'm cool with that. Now,
radiator missing the bolt.
What? What you mean? You supposed to get heat out of here? I thought
you get a bolt for 79 cents at Home Depot. You can put a bolt in water leaking? Like what? Like
Tamara said, Section 8 almost give the landlords the money up about a week before they first started taking the money right off the. Section 8 give their money right off the bat, which is true. They just don't want to because they don't want to keep it up. That's true. It was hard for me to find something because everybody didn't want to do things. That's true too, because Section 8, you have to pass inspection, and a lot of times they don't want to have to deal with Section 8 because they have to abide by certain laws and criteria. But
us as renters, we need to know our laws and rights too. We got laws and rights too, and we don't pay attention to our laws and rights. There's a lot of things you can fix on your own and take off this bill. There's a lot of things you can do off your own and chop off this rent. That's when people start waking up, is when you start messing with their money. Mm-hmm. When he's supposed to get $1,000 a month and you give him $500 and he look at you crazy and you like, yeah, because I had to fix this sink. Then he's gonna start waking up and fixing what he got to fix. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So know y'all rights. Know y'all rights.
$500 in a receipt. So switching gears a little bit, did y'all hear about the fire that on the Los Angeles freeway?
No, I hear that.
Allegedly, they are saying that arson may have been the cause of the fire. So let's talk about this, everybody. This is I'm getting this news off of the Associated Press, AP News. So arson was the cause of a massive weekend fire that charred and indefinitely closed a vital section of the Los Angeles freeway, causing major traffic headaches for hundreds of thousands of commuters. The California authorities said yesterday, which is Monday, Governor Gavin Newsom said investigators were trying to determine if one person or more were involved. He gave no other details. He said that they have determined that it was arson that started the fire. So allegedly, the fire erupted Saturday in 2 storage lofts under the Interstate 10. Ooh, that's going to change. That's going to change. Now watch those have to move because insurance-wise, they're going to be looking at that. Construction materials, they must have been doing construction. Construction materials combusted quickly and the fire grew. It left many columns charred and chipped and the deck guardrails twisted. Crews said that most of the damaged section for the safety of the workers were cleared. It's still unclear what structural damage, if any, the blaze caused to the freeway. Now that's scary. So apparently they must have been working on the freeway and they left the materials up under it. You know how they have them in like those totes, those carway, those store where you are totes. And someone must have set the fire. They're saying that it was arson. What's your thoughts on that?
Man,
I don't care.
Oh, go ahead, Joker.
Oh man, it's crazy. I mean, what to think about? What's going on? Man, it's crazy.
I mean, you know me. Like I said, I mean, especially LA. It seems like with that weather, a lot of things, like whatever starts fire, like the fire always gets super exaggerated because of the weather over there. Yeah. Because of that dry heat. Fires that would be small and minor in Buffalo because it's 30 degrees here. For some reason in LA, they get 15 times worse. You know what I mean? So, but I would assume, especially if they're talking about arson, that whoever started it knows that. And usually where there's arson, there's a benefit for it. Somebody is gonna benefit from something catching fire or something like that. So that would be the first thing I would look into. Who's gonna gain some money, or just like you said, the insurance. Who's gonna get some money or something like that? Because ain't nobody setting nobody nothing on fire for no reason. If you want to kill a person,
they know who did it.
You're gonna kill him with a gun. You're not gonna set him on fire.
They know who did it. I got cameras out there. LA was the first state to have cameras on the roads. They know.
They're going to find it.
They know who did it.
So let me ask y'all this: so some of Prince's clothing has gone up for auction. Would you be out there bidding if you had the funds?
Nah.
So you guys are
I don't know. The only reason why I tell you I might.
I'm a Prince fan, but no.
If you look at it investment wise, like them assless chaps, those gotta be worth like 3.5 million.
Look, you gonna get out there and wear them?
I don't know if I'm gonna wear them, but it's an investment. I'm gonna frame them. I'm like, yeah, those are Princes. And they're going up every day. Like I would look at it as an investment. If I look at it as an investment, yeah, I buy Prince's assless chaps.
I would probably want if it's albums. Now, if he had like a master or something that he had up and I had the funds, I would, but not clothes. I wouldn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's too much loopholes and stuff like that now. Yeah.
So
I bet you they go for a lot. I can't wait to see how much they go for. I guarantee they go for
there's more than 200 lots up for sale, and it was assembled by a French collector. So apparently, a French collector had these items, and he initially hoped to open a museum celebrating the musician, but later scrapped the plan, according to the auction house in Boston, which is overseeing the sale. The collector had reached out to individuals who worked closely with Prince to gather the items, believing that the trend-setting artist who died in 2016, it's been that long, was not only a musical virtuoso, but also a fashion icon, which is true. I remember when I was a kid seeing Prince in the hills. It was just so regular, even though he was a guy, right? It was just so regular to see Prince in heels. And he's, hey, bro, Mike. Grand Rising.
Good morning, bro, Mike. Yeah, but see, but I like Prince. Prince, I like Prince because people didn't know until they seen Dave Chappelle. But I knew it because of the fact is, people, my family that does music, used to work for Prince. They used to be invited to a lot of those parties he used to do, and I know that he liked the pancakes. And he was a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah, I heard the basketball thing is true. I didn't know about the pancakes, but I definitely know
A lot of the basketball players in the '80s and the pros played. He used to invite the NBA players to his house, and he used to beat them.
Wasn't he like 5'3"? Was he?
Listen, he was the Steph Curry before Steph Curry. Believe that. Yeah,
good.
Fam said something about his motorcycle.
Yeah, he'll pull up half court on net. He's do 10 for 10. What basketball player said that? What was it? Not Joe Dumars. I think Isaiah Thomas. Because Isaiah Thomas went there. A lot of players from the NBA was invited to his house to play basketball, and it was like, yo, he was something else. He could have played in the NBA and took out half of the people in the NBA. Yeah, he was nice.
Well, I'm glad he didn't, because he done made some of the most. His catalog is right up under Michael Jackson's as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
so with that being said, I'm glad he actually did music instead of played basketball. Oh, the Purple Rain motorcycle?
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about? The Purple Rain motorcycle.
Wow. Could you imagine who has that motorcycle? Let me Google.
Yeah, whoever got that motorcycle.
Ooh.
Whoever it is probably right in their front room. Like whoever is rich is right in the West Wing in front of the 90-inch screen TV.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that motorcycle would work for the Purple Rain joint. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, man. But also Prince is also one of the artists that was on that list that I was talking about the other day. About, I think me and you was talking about it, Mar, about people that signed a lifetime deal. Yeah. And Purple Rain is one of my albums that's a lifetime deal. That's why Prince always talk about how the companies, the businesses, how they set you up like that, and he didn't know, and now he'll get the master of Purple Rain because that's just a lifetime deal with the label, so they own that for life.
I think he got one. I think Seal had a lifetime deal.
Artist, man. Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
The Supremes. The Motown was the first label to ever do that. Motown Records was for all them old from Supremes, Temptations, all that lifetime deal. Gordon will always own those masters. They can't. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. So explain to our listeners what that means. So the artist does not own the masters. The company does.
The company will always own them forever. You cannot. Wow. Yeah, and then unless you want to buy them off them from the value of what it's worth.
So I thought after a certain number of years, like 30 years, the masters are automatically turned back over to the artist. That's not always true.
If that's on the contract, yeah. They have lifetime. Now, I've seen that list. Man. I know what I'm saying, because me and my mentor was talking about it. And we was talking about deals, 360 deals and all that. He said, and he was like, I don't know how we got into the conversation, but yeah, it's a whole list of people from the 50s on up that have a lifetime deal on people's masters. And Prince's name was in there, Michael Jackson, Thriller, lifetime deal. Quincy Jones and Epic Records will always own Thriller. That's the only master that Michael never owned. He just owned the publishing of it. He didn't own the masters of it. So that's when Michael Jackson took the idea of let me go ahead and buy all of the publishing from Epic, because if I can't get my master for Thriller, I'm gonna get other people's publishing, so I can get paid for me not have my masters. So anybody that's been signed to Epic Records from I think it was from he bought all the publishing in '88 all the way to now. Anybody that's been signed from Epic on there, he owns their publishing. Michael Jackson owns the publishing. Michael Jackson bought Eminem's publishing because Eminem dissed him. So Michael Jackson said, okay, well, you gonna diss me on the track? All right, I'm gonna buy your publishing. That's what he did. So Eminem don't even own his publishing. Michael Jackson estate owns Eminem's publishing.
Wow.
Google it.
Yep. Like you remember Vet. Remember Ray when they first tried to get him to sign a deal and he was like, nah, can I own my own masters? And they was like, nah, nobody, owns their own masters.
That.
Crazy. Remember that? That's how lifetime deals was. People were they wanted to get on so bad back then. They was cool with anything as long as they got their music out. You know what I'm saying? They was cool with anything. And artists wasn't smart back then like they is now. But they wasn't smart back then. They was like, yo, as long as I can feed my family, I'm cool.
And that's
I can't see. Steve Wonder said, I can't see, but I can't even touch my fingertip single. That's a lifetime deal.
And remember how they were so impressed that he got a deal where he owned his own masters? Because back when he did that, when Ray Charles did that, that was unheard of. Like nobody did it before.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't think that exists until my mentor was talking about that, and then I Googled it, and we was on Zoom. I'm like, that's crazy. How? Lifetime. So many artists in the country, rock. It's a lot of them that got lifetime that can never get their masters. They can't pass it on to their kids, grandkids. It's like 4 generations now in some of these families. They can't even touch it. They can't get a penny out of that. That's sad. Crazy. I'm like, no, that's crazy. That's rape. That's a lifetime prison, man. They need to have a law for that or something, man.
Yeah. And like I said, I can see, you know what I'm saying? Because granted, I'm sure that the production company does their part as well. But, and just like I said, lifetime, I can see 10 years. I can see 5 years. I can see something like that. Lifetime? Like, think of the word lifetime.
I can see
forever.
30. Yeah, I can see 30. You know what I'm saying? 30 years.
I can
still living. You can get your joint back and you can give it to your kids. You know what I mean?
Meet me halfway.
Yeah.
Meet me halfway. That's it.
R. Kelly was in there too. The 12 play is a lifetime deal from Jive. He don't own none of that. Like he can get.
That's crazy. To me, that's one of the top 10 R&B albums of all time, and he don't own a drop of it.
Now they lose the money because of his situation. You know, and now they might want to sell them. They might sell them.
Hey, Robert, how you doing? So you want those masters? Finish in a piece. I'm letting them go cheap.
Let's go ahead and go to a
Hey, that Burger Jones. Hey, what's going on? I need a burger today.
Yeah, that burger dude. We're gonna go to a commercial break, and then we'll be right back and finish this conversation and all that, man. Y'all stay tuned in right here, man. This your boy, the Joker Overlook MC, here on the morning show with the team. Well, we'll be right back.
Hey, how are you doing? My name is Lamar, and I'm the creator of a new sketch comedy show coming soon called The Sketch Project. So come check us out. It's funny as What? I can't say bro, you. Coming soon, the new show called The Sketch Project. You put the fun in funny? Yo, who write this Oh, I can't say neither. Coming soon, the new show called The Sketch Project. You'll love it like Jada loves Tupac. Wait, what? Too soon? Just watch the show, all right? It's funny and I'm broke. How's that? Is that better?
Talking to a real goddess. Yes, God bless. Still fresh off of Essence Fest. You're my latest and greatest. There's never, no duplicating. Oh, now waiting so patient when you're not around. I simply Did you remember to tell them that? Well, that I always had your back. I'm a rider till the wheels go round and round and spin off into infinity. So this image of me might be what it clearly might need to be. You're my latest, my baby. There's never, no, never, no, never, never, no, no duplicating. No, I waited so patient when you're not around. I simply hate it. I ascertain sometimes I might be scatterbrained, and my heart is certainly not all terrain. That's so lame. So may I obtain some Novocaine. May I never complain when there's champagne. I check the mark like a trademark. A whole rider, theme park, a double park in front of Central Park. The black Joan of Arc, always sturdy, never no question marks. Wonderful, wonderful life. Such a vibe when you're here by my side. Wonderful life. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. My lady, my greatest. There's never, no, never, no, no duplicating. No, it is amazing when you're not
Yeah. I be jamming with that joint. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. And while we talking about music, I forgot to do this last show. Shout out to Keisha Dreams. I was driving my mom to work and she heard the song and she's like, "Ooh, tell the little blonde girl I love her song." She was walking out the car. She came back and I rolled down the window. I'm like, "What's up?" She was like, "Tell the little blonde girl I love her song," and then she walked right to work.
That's right.
Well, I have to get off, everybody. I do have my. I'm back to the basics. Thank you everybody for tuning in and Grand Rising that burger. It is Green Ties Media, not 716 anymore. Everybody, we gotta put that out there. Throw that out there. Thank you for joining us. I just want to leave everybody with continue to chase your dream, even though you're going to face hurdles, even though it's going to be challenging. Continue to chase your dream, even in the midst of your tears streaming down your face. Continue to chase your dreams. I love y'all. Long life. I'll be listening in on the other end. Thank you so much again for joining us. I will see y'all later on tonight with the Vet Green Show. We are live tonight at 7 p.m. I have my co-host Jasmine back, and I believe the two mics are going to be on there with me along with the Joker. So I love y'all. Long life. Have a wonderful day on purpose. I see Bars Banga is asking to explain what publishing means. So I'll be listening in the background, y'all.
Yeah.
Have a good day, Lamar.
Bye. Have a good one.
All right, bro.
On purpose, Queen, no doubt. Yeah, I'll definitely break that down and how important it is. I know a lot of artists don't understand. A lot of people is putting their stuff up on platforms without fully doing the whole full-fledged thing, even though you get certified on Spotify, which we're going to talk more about the Spotify situation too. You know what I mean? And all that. For you independent artists, I'm going to answer this question from my brother, Barnes Branger, who is a sponsor of the our platform. You know what I mean? Yes. Explaining the owning your publishing means. Owning your publishing means that's how you get paid. If you want to take care of your family and pay your bills, publishing is very important. Why? Because you can get placements into movies, commercials. People use your music on the podcast, like this one right here. You know what I mean? That Facebook will pay you. You know what I'm saying? Only time Facebook do not pay you if it's that certain country that don't have a license to play music. They will mute it just for that purpose only. But you know, if it ain't muted and you can play, somebody's getting paid. I talk about this all the time. If your music is getting played, somebody is getting paid. To make that clear. If you have a podcast and your podcast is getting played somewhere, somebody is getting paid. To make that clear. You know what I'm saying? And make sure it be you.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you in that bubble that you're getting paid. It's important to own your publishing masters. You know, if you understand the music business, then you will understand mastering. Because you know, Diddy gave all his artists from the 90s their masters and their publishing. And then you have Mark Curry, the rapper who was signed to Bad Boys in the 95, 96 era. He's saying that they're not worth anything. No, brother. It's worth something if you will bring something to the table to make it be worth something. Because that's why it's so important to understand marketing. When you have your masters and you have your publishing and you don't know marketing, of course you're going to say it's not worth anything because you don't know what to do with them. It's like, for example, it's like you renting a car. Okay. You're driving it. But all of a sudden you own the car and you stop driving it. Because you own it.
You got a point.
Like what? You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I bet you people like Mace going to know how to make money off his master's publishing because he owned it now. I bet you he make $100 million off his master's of publishing within in the end of 2024. I guarantee you that.
I can see that.
Guarantee you that. Because he understands the marketplace of music. You know what I'm saying? And he's training and teaching Cameron the game too. To get his masters from Dame Dash. So he could do the same thing.
But I know Dame, I don't think Dame gonna let them joints up. Dame is just that kind of cat. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna let them joints up. You know what I mean?
I think Jay will though. I think eventually Jay will give shares back to a lot of the artists that his shares. I believe he'll do that because he's a businessman. And Jay is the type of person that will train you to show you what you can do with your masters and how you can make money because he's a businessman and he's very good at giving people some information on how to make money off that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So Mark Curry, if anybody can tag Mark Curry in, you know what I mean? And please tag him and say there's something, it's worth something if you put in the work. You have good music. You can use some of your music for placements. There is a lot of movies getting made that represent the 90s right now. They can use your music for that year time of them making their movie. They can use your music in that time frame. Just to give them a time frame of what this movie is about. You'd be surprised they can use that as a placement. It's mad sitcoms, mad Netflix movies is getting filmed as we speak since the strike is over with. They're doing a lot of movies right now. A lot of biopics is getting filmed right now. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, Kool Rock-Ski from the Fat Boys. He just turned 57. He is executive producer of the biopic of the Fat Boys going on right now.
Okay, he the last Fat Boy left, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? They doing a biopic of the Beastie Boys right now.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? It's under production as we speak. You know what I mean? It's like so many movies in the 80s and the 90s that can use some of that music to give them a time frame of what they're talking about. You'd be surprised you can get a placement.
Yeah.
You can get a check in your sleep, Mark Curry.
Yeah.
Come on,
you don't
now.
want those. You don't want those masters, Mark Curry. I'll take them. I'm broke over here, son.
Yeah.
I'll take them joints. I'll do something with them.
He said the mastering is only worth $400 a quarter. That's when you're just sitting on them. Just making this just $400. You're not doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You acting like you broke. Like $400. You take that money and invest in something.
Exactly. Like $400 for nothing in your sleep is a lot for your sleep. Like, you know what I mean? It might not be a lot generally, but it's a lot for not doing nothing for it. Like, that's like me walking out the house and finding $400 on my porch right now. Of course, I'm gonna take that $400. I can have $3 million in my pocket. I'm still gonna pick up that $400. You know what I'm saying?
Jay is an artist and he's more responsible. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. He's definitely going to give you knowledge. You know, multiple streams of income. You know what I mean? That's important in this game. You know what I mean? You know, now this is going to go right into what I'm talking about with Spotify now. You know what I mean? For all you Spotify listeners, now I want everybody to tag an artist that's on Spotify. Tag a producer. They got their beats on Spotify. And I'm saying I should have at least about 30 people listening right now.
Right.
I'm gonna spill some beans to let y'all know that y'all not independent no more. As long as you on Spotify, you're not considered an independent artist whatsoever. One of my mentors, King Curtis, I had a debate with him when he put up a video on YouTube about saying that one of the guys that was on a podcast called Fuel Gas, and he was saying that that brother that was a producer didn't know what he was talking about, saying that there's no such thing as an independent artist anymore because of Spotify. He said some things about that. And he had to correct himself and apologize because he had to apologize for me too. You know what I mean? And I told him, I said, you know, Spotify is the only platform that has a label connected to it. And then he looked at a video that somebody else posted up that the guy broke everything down of how everything's working with Spotify. And he did a video also. If y'all go to King Curtis, DYI platform on YouTube, he breaks it down. And I watched that video. And he had to apologize. And then I had to inbox him on IG like, I told you. He was like, yeah, Joker, you right. I apologize, dog. You right. My bad. Yeah.
Well, that just goes back into, like, you know what I'm saying, being on camera and stuff like that. Like, for instance, I practice it. I don't speak on nothing I don't 100% know. I at least got to be 95% sure before I say it out here.
I just spoke on some things that I thought I knew, but I had wrong information. I had to apologize for a lot of things on the platform. But it just happens like that because you do get information, but then it don't seem like it's the truth, but you do get information on the source. And usually that source, 90% of the time, a certain source in this industry, besides Google, usually be on point.
Okay.
Like this right here. You know what I mean? That is the demographic of the streaming of Spotify. It's called the Big Three. 69%. They took a percent down. It's supposed to be 70%. But it's 69% of the revenue of Spotify. You're paying Sony, you're paying Warner, you're paying Universal, and look at the independent. We 31%.
That's crazy.
That's a 360 deal.
Yeah.
They took the digital format into a 360 deal on Spotify. But everything, every platform right now is following Spotify. Tidal, Amazon, all of them is following the boutiques in the niches that Spotify is doing. They're following. Like if you're not popping on Spotify, but you popping on all them other platforms, they're stopping your monetization because you're not popping on Spotify. Because Spotify is number one. Now check this out. Listen to the words. The Big Three, 69% of the music revenue.
Yeah.
Revenue. What's revenue? What's the definition of revenue?
That's the income you get back from putting a down payment or a profit or something like that. But it's what the profit is, correct?
Right. Now, by this wisdom right here, guess what, y'all? Spotify is in $70 billion debt right now.
Damn.
So they're trying to find ways to make their money back to continue paying Universal, Warner, and Sony right now. So that's why the things is happening where they're happening, that they're stopping monetization. You got to get over 1,000 streams before they start paying people, because that money is paying them back. That stream money is paying these guys back. Sony, that's crazy. Two of these labels here I was signed to. I was signed to Sony once upon a time, and I was signed to Universal once upon a time. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So now, the reason why they're going through this, I'm gonna keep that demographic up. The reason they're going through this right now because of the revenue is it's going to get to a point that Spotify is going to give up, and I give it till 2025 that Spotify will end up being a label.
I can see that.
They're gonna mess around and be a label. So all you guys that have music on here, guess what? And then you have your distribution. You know what I mean? You can see the contract change, because I'm already with I was with BeatStar. BeatStar got bought up by what's it called? Sound Drop, who was also part of CD Baby. I'm in process of changing everything to CD Baby, even though I'm with Sound Drop, because I get to create my own publishing company through CD Baby. So I recommend all the artists go to CD Baby. That's the best distribution right now to where you could be an independent artist, a legitimate independent artist. All these other ones is finna change their contract to where Spotify changed, they're going to change their contract with Spotify.
Yeah.
To where you're going to give up some of your rights of your composing work to the platform. And once you do that, you would not own your publishing, or even though you have the WAV file, they're going to own a percentage of your masters automatic, long as you have it on the platform.
That's crazy.
So if y'all don't want that to happen, I will recommend every artist to take your music off Spotify off your distribution. When your distribution click, don't want my music on Spotify, I want it on everything else, and you click that button, they will take your music down within 72 days. It'll be down. They'll finish up the quarter, and then they'll take your music down. That's the best bet right now. Because if you stay in there until January and everything changes over, and then these other companies are going to change over, they're going to change their everything, and they're going to tell you in the email, we're changing, these are the changes. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. They're not going to tell you if it's okay with you. They're not going to say you got to do the paperwork over. They're going to do none of that. They're going to take it because you're on their platform. You know what I mean? So for me to post
what's the alternative? So if, let's say I'm an artist and I'm listening to what you're talking about, and I take my stuff down from Spotify, right? Do I throw it up on Tidal or something like that? Like
you should already be on Tidal. Like when you're doing the distribution, you'll put everything on all the platforms you want on. But you can control that because you can go right back into your account. You can click on it and then you can go off. If you want to do stuff down, you just unclick it, and then they'll ask you why and all that good stuff. You say, I don't want it. You know what I mean? But if you keep your music up there, they're going to automatically change everything over. And then once it hits like a certain time, like around 2005, and they really change everything over in the mother platforms, it's possible that they can own a percentage of your masters without even letting you know, even though you own the WAV file. So if you could take your WAV file, take it somewhere else, and they hear that music, they can flag it because you've been on their platform. And then they're going to say they're going to want that WAV file. And if not, they'll take you to court and sue you.
That's crazy.
From your own art. That's what's going to happen.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
I just right here. I just put it on the screen.
That's nuts.
I give it by the middle of 2024, Spotify is going to sell their shares to all these companies, and they're going to be all as one.
Wow.
And then if you being an independent artist with your music on there, guess what? You got a 360 deal.
That's crazy.
Without signing the contract.
I got to get them Spotify. I got to start some people's stuff so they don't get taken down or messed with. I got to start supporting some people or something because this is crazy.
Curtis Curtis took his music down last week. One of my mentors that have, Curtis King. He took his music down. He said, I'm not messing with Spotify. He said, I wish all the other artists go ahead and follow suit, because what's going to happen is, once January hit, you're going to be locked in automatic. They're going to give you an email saying you got 30 days to report. If you don't, they're going to automatically change everything over to where you want your music going here. Fine. Okay. So when that time do come, guess what? That contract will still be in effect, even though it's transitioning. And it is what it is. You got to wait that whole another year. This might happen in the middle of the year. That contract gonna stay the same. I recommend everybody that have a distribution deal, download your contract. Read that very carefully as the independent artist. You know what I mean? Because if you're on Spotify, you're not considered independent artist. You're in that circle too. See, it says independent.
Yeah.
That gray says independent, 31%. My music on there too. Me too. I got a 360 deal right now.
That's crazy.
And crazy, Spotify ain't even in a label yet.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing, how this music industry is. They'll throw loopholes in to make you seem like that you're doing this and you're that, you're independent and all that. You can't. That means if you're in that circle, you can't do what you want to do with your music.
That's crazy.
You can't. They might let things slide right now because it's a free lease situation right now, and they're eating right now. But really, if they want to be an asshole, they can pretty much do what they want to do and say, no, you can't have your music on Facebook. No, you can't have your music doing this. You can't get a placement without our permission. You know what I mean? Your publishing company got to be with our publishing company.
That's nuts.
So things can change up anytime now. So if y'all don't want to do, you don't want the smoke, you don't understand the music business, give y'all free game. You know what I mean? You can take your music down, or you can deal with it and then go to another company for your new projects. That's what I'm doing. I'm keep my stuff up there. I put 360 deal. They can have a percentage of something, this, that, and the third. That's cool. I know business. I understand the business. I'm cool. But my next project, I'm gonna go to CD Baby. You know what I mean? That's the number one only company. It's a one-time payment where you control everything. You control everything. You are actually independent artist. If you're on Bandcamp, if you're on CD Baby, them the only two companies right now in the world. Everything else is a third party. And they connected to Spotify. And they have a Spotify deal connected with those three major companies, which is a 360 deal. That's crazy.
That is nuts. That's bananas. Yeah, you're right. I think everybody need to boycott them, bars. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think if everybody take their music off of Spotify at once, you know what I'm saying, what they gonna do after that?
And the great thing about a lot of labels got their stuff on there, so therefore any label that have a contract with their artists, that means they got to change their contract.
Yep.
Between the publishing company and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Universal and Sony was already ahead of the game. They can't do nothing without the music. Guess what? That's true, but it's never gonna happen. They're gonna always have music. That's the crazy thing about this business. It's never gonna die out, ever. And they know that. The machine is the machine. But it's gonna hurt them if a lot of the independent artists come on. They don't care about that. They really don't, because they already got deals already in effect that's making money. They making $70 billion a year off of Spotify. And Spotify gonna cur out and be like and bow down like, listen, y'all can have it now. We owe y'all. We gonna have y'all. And because of Spotify is gonna end up being a label, an independent label.
That's crazy.
It's gonna happen.
I would have never thought when Spotify first came out that they'd eventually be their own music label. It's like Lucius Lyons up in here.
And, the original owner of Spotify is Sean Parker. You know, anybody know who Sean Parker is? Sean Parker is the one who invested in Facebook. Y'all watch the movie Social Network?
Okay, yeah.
The character was Justin Timberlake. That was Sean Parker.
Okay, all right, okay.
And Sean Parker came in and helped Zuckerberg and said, listen, I want to help you with the social media because I'm connected to a company that we can invest. And that's what he did. He helped him invest with Facebook at. And then at the end of it, Zuckerberg sued him for trying to take Facebook, won the case, but still kept his shares. He took that share money and because the original Sean Parker was the owner of Napster. He was going through the lawsuits with the companies with the MP3s. That's how that came about. So he started Spotify. Well, he was trying to use Spotify like a social media for music, but it didn't work out that way because he was dealing with other things that he didn't know about. So he kept it as a streaming platform instead to bring advertisement to the platform. That didn't work out. So after all these years, Universal was the first company to come and say, listen, you know what I mean? We already need this information to have these streaming platforms because the label's is hurting. Why don't we partner up? So he partnered up with somebody that already had revenue coming in regularly every quarter. He wasn't getting money regularly with Spotify. He was probably getting it with Facebook. So he sold some of his shares of Facebook, and that's when Meta came in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he sold some of his shares. Meta came in with the contract with Facebook and combined everything together with IG and Facebook. You know what I mean? Now he took that money to try to upgrade Spotify, but still taking L's because of the streaming format, because people was coming on here robbing pretty much Spotify, these instrumental albums, these white noise albums. They was getting a check. It was actually, let me tell you something. I'm saying this. Pootie Tang, the movie Pootie Tang, that came to pass. Making money on the track without saying nothing. That's pretty much what's happening. White noise music, pretty what I would call it, was making combined of $7 million a quarter. Wow. $7 million a quarter that Spotify was losing off of white noise.
That's crazy.
For 30 seconds. Getting paid.
That's crazy.
Now they got a program now to where all that white noise music is going to be non-monetized. All these instrumental albums, no words on them, going to be non-monetized. You got to say something on the track. You got to have something in there. You got to have some type of lyrics on there. You know what I mean? A lot of the writers was getting paid for not writing nothing. What?
Written by.
These writers is getting paid without moving a pen. Google it.
I believe it because this is America. You can always find some ways. It's a loophole around everything. You know what I'm saying?
See, now everybody doing this, but artists like myself, artists like Bars Banger, artists like people out here actually putting in that work, it's hurting us. Now we got to deal with the consequences. We got to work extra harder now. Now our marketing strategy got to be bigger and better now. We got to figure out the wing through this marketing thing to where we can still get a check, but still be relevant and have our brand relevant to where we can get paid off the brand. So now it's doubling up.
Yeah.
Of what we got to do. Yeah, so as an artist, if your music is on Spotify, don't call yourself independent artist. And I'm start blasting artists talking about I'm independent. I'm gonna say you on Spotify. They're like, yeah, my music on Spotify. Here got my link. Therefore you got the 360 deal, sir.
Yeah, right.
You got 360 deal, ma'am. No, you don't. If you actually delusional and think you independent, let me see how you moved in.
Yeah, no,
you still punching the clock. You still got a job.
Yeah.
You paying the companies.
Yeah.
You paying the companies.
It's just indirectly now. That's all. But you still paying
the company. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt, man. I mean, Amara, you know what I'm saying? You got the roll out. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. You got to take care of family.
Are you gonna stay on? Because you know me, I'll come back. I just got to go take my mom.
I'll be on the much as I can. It depends on who is engaging. Anybody have any questions about what's going on? Anybody have any questions? Put them in the comments. Share this to an artist that have any questions about Spotify, because as anybody that's on Spotify right now is not an independent artist. You're not getting independent paper. You're not independent. You're not moving independent. Your brand not independent. There's nothing about you that says independent. So hang that up. Including myself. I got music on Spotify. I'm not independent.
Including me. He's like, I'm not special neither. I'm not independent neither.
I'm not independent. I'm, you know, but my next project gonna be on. I'm being independent. I'm about to be on CD Baby. CD Baby lets you be independent. So all your artists need to go over to CD Baby. And why not go to CD Baby? Because you gotta pay one price. You gotta pay yearly price. One price, unlimited music for the rest of your life. Why not?
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah. You right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot easier to go that route than this route. And then we don't even know what the backlash. I always say when something changes or whatever, there's a backlash. We probably don't even know that's coming according to all these, I call them the dominoes dropping. All these dominoes drop. We don't know what's going to happen at the end. So just off of the stuff that you're talking about that we know is going to happen, I would probably, if I was an artist like that, I would get off of Spotify too. I mean,
get off Spotify. Yeah, I recommend if you want to keep all your rights as an artist, get off Spotify. Yeah, definitely. Because if you staying, you're gonna see the smoke gonna come. Smoke gonna come by the middle of 2024. I guarantee you that. The Spotify ain't gonna last long. Spotify ain't gonna last long at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Spotify's not gonna last long. You know, it is what it is. There's nowhere around it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If anybody have any questions, please put them in the comments. And I definitely, if you it's a replay, put in the comments, I'll answer them and all that because this is definitely off the chain and it is what it is. Do your research. Watch that Curtis King video. You know what I mean? And if you want the link, I'll put the link in. I'm gonna put the link up. Matter of fact, I'm looking for the link now. I'm gonna go ahead and play a music video. I'll look for the link now, and I will put it in the comments so you can look. So you can watch to that video. It's about 12 minutes long, maybe 13, and you can watch what Curtis King said. One of my mentors. He'll break everything down, what's going on with Spotify, and all that. So you know what I mean. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll be back after these commercial breaks and music video, no doubt. Yeah, let's do it.
What's up? It's your boy TP, man. And we here again on OTM freaking
Sunday.
Come on now. You know, you've been paying attention. But you back. What's up? Welcome back, man. How you feeling?
Good.
You feel
I'm
good?
Always good.
Smith, you had to bring it back, Smith?
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory, brother. You had to bring it back,
That's the
man.
Princess of Tampa. 813.
Come on now.
Canary, the big one.
Come on now. Talk up. Come on now.
Miss Viral.
Come on now.
Miss 600K.
Come on now. That's all you.
Yes.
Tell the people your name again.
Canary Yellow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Who you got with you today? You got somebody with you today?
The Nolly Red.
Ooh. So you ready to snap?
Hold up.
Oh, what's up?
Hold up.
Talk to me.
I know this y'all show, but this my show right now.
Okay.
TP, I want you to be my hype man. Mike Smith, I want you to do my ad lib.
Okay, hold on.
Y'all ready?
Get my
You
swag.
say I'm doing your ad libs? Okay.
I'm the ad lib.
I'm the hype.
You the hype man. I'm the ad lib.
All right. Okay.
Yo.
Let's do it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Mo dough.
Drop that beat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Canary Yellow on the check-in.
Yeah.
OTM freaking Sunday.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Mo dough.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm small, but I do it be like Red Ross. I'm a young goat. I'm a young boss.
Talk to me.
I spoiled, I get what I want, no matter what it costs.
Okay.
You ain't got yourself together, that's your mama's fault. I put it on, I be dripping like a pot of sauce. Lemonade, I'm a squad, yeah, we taking out. She said she had a dick canary, tell her knock it out. I'ma talk the talk. I'ma water walk. Y'all paid for the flow, I get money all the time. I can't let you have none, cause I wear half of mine. Little diamonds on my neck, I like doing shine. Look me up on YouTube, I hot to find. Come for me, then my daddy come for you.
Who else?
And he won't come along, he gonna bring my uncle too.
What else?
Everything on me yellow, but the money blue.
What else?
Everything brand new, I'm acting brand new.
What
the
else?
best? Nothing less, I'm a princess.
dog.
I be slayed every day, you looking like a mess.
Oh, God.
You make mediocre music, I'm not impressed.
Oh, God.
I've been rapping since 3, this ain't new to me. I said I'ma go viral 2023.
Yeah.
Ray Charles to a header, then seeing me. I'm only 7, but I still who they wanna be. You just said what I do, you can have a seat. The kids love me, they put my music on repeat. Canary yellow be the name, you gon' remember me. I ain't leaving no crumbs when I come to eat.
Ain't no crumbs when I come to eat. Canary yellow. You can't stand me, you can take a seat. Canary yellow. Hey, no crumbs when I come to eat. Canary yellow. Hey, you can't stand me, you can take a seat. Canary yellow. Canary. Hey, you an idiot, man.
OTM Sundays, man. Canary mother freaking yellow.
Most dope.
We're here to work. We're here now to get your high. Now get your high. Just throw your hands up, get your high. Just throw your hands up, get your high. Just throw your hands up. Now where my praises at? Come on now, all up running hard. Don't get me started. Wake up late, this party started. Praising him lazy, I'm hardly grinding hard. My blessings saw me, Father God, he knows he's on me. Discipline.
I've been smoking on letting shit go out, sipping on distance, letting people do what they want. Not my job to fix shit. I've been living so free, stressing ain't for me. I'm letting people place themselves where they wanna be. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah, be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Listen, I surrender to God when I learned I'm not in control. I used to hassle loved ones for not abiding the code. I used to think that love meant the same for everyone, until I heard my love in places my ears would never turn. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want to. Be weird if you want. Listen, I'm not trusting, I know love, I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. I know trusting, I know love, I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. So be weird. Be weird, be weird. If you want to boo boo, skid to boo boo, skid boo to boo to boo to boo boo, skid to the boo boo, skid to the boo boo boo, skid to the boo boo boo. Get to boo to boo to boo boo, get to boo
Oh, I think we gotta go. Nah, there's two ladies waiting for us.
if you want to.
MC live and direct here on the morning show. No doubt, man. We had a good conversation today. You know what I mean? Any questions on that? You know what I mean? Any questions on what's going on with Spotify? You know what I mean? I put the link up there to watch that video. Curtis King talk about, you know what I mean, the facts behind that for your secondhand information for all you artists. You can make a decision from there what you want to do. But as long as you're on Spotify, you're not an independent artist. Shout out to that music video right there. You know what I'm saying? D Sings from Sacramento, California. She will be on the show Friday. She'll be on the show Friday. Yeah, she will be hosting the show with us and interviewed. So, you know what I'm saying? So, make sure y'all tune in Friday. We're gonna have a good time on Friday. Friday is one of our good, amazing days where we definitely do what it do. Starting tomorrow, where we put together up a new music video of the day. Another amazing artist I'm gonna bring to the platform and all of that tomorrow. So stay tuned into that. Any marketing courses, man? A lot of people hit me up on the marketing jump off, man. The marketing jump off is doing amazing. Coaching my fellow clients, Bars Banger and Mark Lee. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything together. Also, this platform, the Evening Rush Network, which is doing amazing. Go to the eveningrushnetwork.com. In the description, click on the sponsor, which is the Evening Rush Network. Go ahead and follow that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? We're live there every morning. And we also connected to at least 37 other platforms worldwide, from the Fire Stick, iHeart podcast to Spotify podcast and all that good stuff. So we definitely all over the world on that end. Shout out to the Evening Rush Network. Shout out to Evening Rush Network Radio. Too, off the chain. The DJs is off the chain, man. They're gonna be off the chain on Thanksgiving and all that. Don't forget to tune in Thanksgiving morning. We'll be on at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day. We will be live on a morning show. I might have the camera in the kitchen, me, cooking up something. We're gonna play the top 5 music videos. Then we're gonna be playing a lot of good music and a couple of independent artist videos on Christmas music and all that good stuff. So you can see these artists representing the holidays and the music. You know what I mean? Making it do what it do. You know what I mean? Especially the R&B singer Sadaja. She has an amazing Christmas album. You know what I mean? Doing good every year. You know what I mean? So we're gonna play her Christmas music video, and also put together a Christmas playlist for the morning show. You know what I mean? And all that. Y'all go to the Morning Show podcast on Spotify. We have an amazing playlist. You know what I mean? Our top 10 people on the playlist is doing amazing. And if you want to get on there, please hit us up. We play R&B, hip hop, all that, all genres. Music, that playlist is very active. It's going to help out on your streams of those who want to stay on Spotify. To help you at least make some money. That's still on there. Even though things are going to get hectic, but still, we will help you get a little bag in your pocket. This is what we do. We always help people make money in their sleep. This is the number one podcast here to help you and teach you how to make money in your sleep. We like to give back, give you wisdom just as much as we want to make money in our sleep. We want to pass on the blessings to y'all, so y'all can figure out how y'all get involved with that. Taking the marketing class. You don't have to be an artist or not like that to get the marketing classes. I'm a marketing guru and everything. So on the internet, if you have a business, website, social media, we would definitely teach you, and I will teach you how to market yourself. And then also will help you market, also be part of your team, your digital street team. So that's what we do here on the morning show all day, every day, every morning, and do what it do. You know what I mean? So y'all continue to tune in and check out the music videos and check out what we got going on. So let's get into another break, and then we'll get back into some more sports and all that, coming back with my man Lamar on sports. We need to talk about those Buffalo Bills or what happened last night. And until then, we'll be right back. Let's get right into this next commercial and music video. And y'all definitely tune in. If you want your music video played, please inbox me and all that. We'll see what we do for you. You know what I mean? And make it do what it do. This your boy, the Joker the Overlook MC, right here live on the Morning Show podcast. No doubt.
What happened to the video last night?
What video?
With us doing the line dance?
Oh, I don't know.
sorry.
That was you. You didn't call nobody for no video.
I tried it, but it didn't come out right. Okay, well. Okay.
But we
You have
drinking
a
this
beautiful,
J.
beautiful house.
Girl, but it's boring as
you
hell.
so much.
It
Boring?
is. It is. But hey, this is gonna make it right now. This- Take you a couple shots of this, you would be okay.
Reveille.
Get that reveille in.
Yes. So toast to Shelly's house.
And to the reveille.
I need some Stacey Adams.
That's what it was setting the party off.
For real.
Yeah,
Yes,
for real.
now, because it's boring as hell. I keep telling y'all.
Now I don't know how y'all feeling tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but this Stacey Adams and tonight I want you to step the corn off your feet, you feel me? But for real though, all your bills are paid, everything is taken care of. You out here with the one you love or the one you wanna love. All my DJs, let's get them on the floor. Woo! Step, 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 step. 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 Is it because it's your birthday? Or is it because it's your anniversary? Yeah, whatever it is, you know you deserve it. Yeah, whatever it is, you know it's worth it. You need to move your body for everybody. Step just because you might be with the love of your life. Step just because tonight might be your lucky night. Hey, hey. Step just because you're independent and you're winning. No. Step just because you love it. Step just because you love it. You're independent and you're winning. You don't need nobody unless you want somebody. All your bills are paid. Nothing's late. You don't need nobody unless you want somebody. Move your body for everybody. Step just because you might be with the love of your life. Step just because tonight might be your lucky night. Hey, hey. Step just because you're independent and you're winning. No. Step just because you love it. Step just because you love it. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, stay up with me. Step just because you might be with the love of your life. Step just because tonight might be your lucky night. Step just because you're independent and you're winning. No. Step just because you love it. Step just because you love it. Step just because you might be with the love of your life. Step just because tonight might be your lucky night. Step just because you're independent and you're winning. No. Step just because you love it. Step just because you love it. Step just because you might be with the love of your life. Step just because tonight might be your lucky night. Step just because you're independent and you're winning. No. Step just because you love it. Step just because you love it. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, stay up with me. Yo, Angelo, we done did it again. If you
bitch. Your pretty self. My man don't stop dancing. Keep stepping.
Drinking that no more. Man. What time is it? Drinking that no more.
It's still good though.
Everybody know I'm the best in what category? In everything. Name one. We got the best rappers. We literally started rap. You might have started it, but we elevated the game. Public Enemy, Rakim, Run DMC, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, R&B then. Don't do that to yourself. Keith Sweat, Rick James, Bobby Brown, Boyz II Men, Drew Hill, Jodeci. Ooh yeah! New Edition, Prince, Whitney Houston. Let me begin this. What you doing here? Cause I deserve to be in the conversation. Okay, what you got? Usher, 50 Cent, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, SWV, Escape, Outkast, Eminem, Missy Elliott, Soulja Boy, you, Michael Jackson. He got y'all with that one. What you doing here? Cause we got good music too. Yeah, y'all over with. Beyonce, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Dr. Dre, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, Britney Spears. Okay, let's just come to agreement that we all got talent. You right. Yeah, facts. What about me? Get y'all there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. One of my favorite commercials. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC, live and direct here on the morning show. Here every morning. You know what I mean? We here until 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? What's going on? What's good? What's conversation? What's going on? If anybody listen, say hi. What's up? You know what I mean? Make sure you go into the description and click on the link and follow our new page. Please do that. Please go and write into description and also click on Even Rush Network. Make sure y'all do that too, man. And subscribe. You know what I mean? We worldwide with it, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Today, with the line that we talked about today, we talked about a lot of things, local news, things is going on in the local news in Buffalo, worldwide news from the Hot Topics with Beck Green. We also touched bases on the Free 99 movement. We did that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. So those who want to learn more things about how to market yourself and all of that, we're going to get into the sports part in a minute with my boy Lamar, Star Lamar, who's the writer, comedian, and all that. With me, I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of things going on with myself. But you know, those know I'm still on the designing movement with the Painted Drip, which is one of the sponsors of this platform. Got that going on. I've been going live lately. Shout out to those who've been tuning in on my live Facebook. You know what I mean? I'll be going live on IG pretty soon too. Get back into that wave. Let people see me in action of what I do throughout the day, designing and all that. You know what I mean? I might do a Q&A question also on the morning show podcast on IG. Go ahead and follow us at _morning show. You know, on IG. Follow us. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be going live on there on weekends and all that, doing the Q&A questions on certain things that y'all want to talk about and all that. Let me see who else is tuned in today, this morning. Let's say good morning. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yeah, my man, that's what he say. Be 7 minutes. You would be in the place to be. You know what I mean? Talking sports. We're gonna talk about those Bills, what happened last night. Talk about sports in general and all of that. You know what I mean? We'll appreciate everybody tuned in. We're gonna get right into another video. We're gonna have the new video of the day starting tomorrow. Upload that. We're gonna have some more commercials coming up. We got some more people that want to come in and sponsor and all that. We got some new things on the platform. Stay tuned in. See the growth. See what's going on. If you want some of them slots, some of them commercial slots, hit us up. We have a special going on right now. You know what I mean? With the marketing class, it's a package deal for the month of November, the Black November, not just Black Friday. We Black November with it. You know what I mean? Getting a deal of $100. You know in the Cash App for the marketing class, and you get a slot on the advertising movement and a possible interview if you want. You know what I mean? We'll get you moving and grooving into this platform like that. You know what I mean? If you want the mega class for $150, that also comes with a lot of good things. That also comes with a free marketing and coaching for free for 12 months. You know what I mean? The $100 one don't come with the free marketing coaching for 12 months. You got to pay for that if you get the $100 one. But you know, get the $150 one. I will be your coach and be your marketing manager for free for 12 months straight. Coach you through everything. Help you get that bag. Help you make money in your sleep. So we got that going on and all that. So y'all stay in tune with that, man, because it's only gonna last until the 30th this month of November. You know what I mean? Then we back grooving and moving. Then we're gonna give you some specials going on for the new year. And the things we got going on for the spring and all that good stuff. 2024 is gonna be an amazing year for our platform. What we got going on, what we bringing to the table for a lot of you business owners and artists that want to use this internet to get a bag. We definitely we be here for you for that all day, every day. You know, we can get right into the next video after this commercial break. You know what I mean? No doubt. Yeah. It's your boy, the Joker Overlook MC. This is the Morning Show Podcast.
I wanna go outside.
Last night I think I fell in love again. After holding you in my arms, I get lost in your eyes, girl. I touch your hand, you grab my fingers, and your touch, it was oh so sweet. Every time you smile, you reminded me that every day I thank God for my blessing, oh precious to you. Baby, wanna give all I got every single second. Every day I wanna thank God for blessing me with someone as perfect as you. I know where you are in this world. Baby, know that Daddy got you. I know that life will try to throw you struggles, and I know you're gonna endure your own pain. Daddy said he will catch you when you fall. I pray that I'm here to see you get older, have a family and raise some kids. 'Cause every time you smile, you reminded me that every day I thank God for my blessings, so precious to you. Baby, wanna give all I got every single time. Every day I thank God for blessing me with someone perfect as you. No matter where you are in this world, baby, know that Daddy got you. Every day I thank God for my blessings, so precious to you. Baby, wanna give all I got every single second. Every day I wanna thank God for blessing me with someone as perfect as you. No matter where you are in this world, baby, know that Daddy got you.
Don't call me dramatic, not overreact. guessing. Just to light it up, step it back, watch what happens. Waging the war with words, weapons, fashion. No, don't call me dramatic, fighting back with passion. I ain't gonna let you have the satisfaction. Fool me more than once, it's a cycle of madness. Maybe you're the one who should look at your actions. So don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, no, no. Don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, no, no. I know when I've been gaslit, you can try to pretend you didn't mean it, but I know that you know what you're doing, yeah. You've had some practice while I've been patient, crossing lines all the time like it just don't matter to you. But it does when I do, don't it? Why do you try putting the same standard on yourself for a minute? Yeah, it's no fun when you're the judge, is it now? You're the one who needs to tone it down, 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 down with the pride. It's the same as lying when you paint it like that. You know it is. So don't call me dramatic, not overreacting. After everything you did, the cause you've been gassing. Just to light it up, step it back, watch what happens. Waging a war with words, weapons, fashion. No, don't call me dramatic, fighting back with passion. I ain't gonna let you have the satisfaction. Fool me more than once, it's a cycle of madness. Maybe you're the one who should look at your actions. Don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, no, no. Don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, no, no. Don't have time for this to end now. Tell me I'm the one who's tripping, but you don't make sense, no, no. I'll wait for the day you would change, but it never came. You didn't have the intentions to, that's the truth. And it hurts me more than it hurts you. You don't want me to believe that, do you? Think the world's spin around your view. Done everything I can to get through. So don't call me dramatic, not overreacting. After everything you did, the price you've been gassing. Just to light it up, watch it all turn to ashes. You're the only one with a stack of matches. Don't call me dramatic, crazy like the best. You looked at yourself lately cause you the savage. Think you saw my cut ties with you, no attachment. Cause you stoking the flame like you an addict. Don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, no, no. Don't call me dramatic, don't call me dramatic, no, 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 no. There's a difference from forgiveness and giving it to the no.
Make sure you shop with Dip with Dignity. It is the best strawberries dipped in chocolate that I have ever had. Listen, y'all, if you want a treat that's sure to knock you off your feet, you need to get with Dipped in Dignity, okay? These are the best treats that I have ever had, and I am not somebody who liked strawberry dipped in chocolate. I was never that girl, but when I taste these treats by Dipped in Dignity, oh my God, OMG, 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 I couldn't just eat one. Ooh. Make sure you get with Dipped in Dignity, the very
Your fault, your fault, your fault. It's your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault. It's your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault.
I'm tired of losing sleep over someone who ain't for keeps. You low down dirty dog. I know you've been doing me wrong. How you expect for me to play my part if you're still playing the field? Stay with you would only be killing me. It's your fault. I lost the ability to really care for you, and it's your fault. I feel the adrenaline. It's poison. Look what you started. Dearly departed. It's time to separate. No plans to make up, but before we break up, catch me making hate to you. Watch me making hate to you. Don't wanna make love, done with the fake. We're making hate. You're such a fuck up, you got the right one. It's your fault. I lost the ability to really care for you. And it's your fault. I feel the adrenaline. It's poison. Look what you started, nearly departed. It's time to separate. No plans to make up. But before we break up, catch me making hate to you. You can watch me making hate to you. Don't wanna make love, done with the fake. We're making hate. Chance after chance that I gave you. Oh, you want your petty shit? Well, I'm petty too. Pack up your belongings and I ship them to your new house. Oh, you thought I didn't know where she lived. Security, are you hearing me? Don't let me in. I don't wanna catch a body right now. They not even worth my attention. They made me to be the villain. Heavy on my joker shit. You can go fish, you won't reel me in. No, I gave time, you took time to waste mine. I took time to give time, you out of line space. What a waste, losing you an upgrade. Letting go ain't a problem. Love and rage stay the same when you're done wrong. Funny how I'm still making love though I hate songs. It's your fault, I lost the ability to really care for you. And it's your fault, I feel the adrenaline. It's poison. Look what you started, dearly departed. It's time to separate. No plans to make up. But before we break up, catch me making hate to you. You can watch me making hate to you. Don't wanna make love, done with the fake. We're making hate. It's your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault.
Boy, the Joe Overlook MC live here on the morning show. Yeah. We do, man. We go ahead and we break records, video style. You know, do what it do. You know what I mean? You definitely want to give them this platform. We definitely do worldwide with it. You see us on all across all types of platforms. You make it do what it do. This is what we got going on every day, all day. We appreciate everybody tuning in, showing a lot of love on this jump off, man. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. The funny thing about it is that's the funny thing about being a sports correspondent. As I'm watching the game, I'm like, yeah, this is about to be a long conversation. when I wake up in the morning, this is about to be a nice long conversation. I'm just sitting here watching those last, and all the Bills fans can say, those last 3 minutes was some of the worst football as far as being on point and as far as following the rules and as far as not getting penalized. Those are the worst 3 minutes I've almost ever seen in my life as far as the football. That was horrible. That was the Bills win, and they lost that game. They did not get beat. Yeah. They lost that game.
They lost that game.
They lost the
game. My opinion.
Okay.
Season's over.
Oh yeah. Season's over.
Yeah, the season is over for the Bills, man.
Season's over.
We just watch football to watch football now, just to see who can we replace. Who really want to be a Bill? You know, from the coaching staff, from the office staff to, 16 players will not be on the team next year. 16.
Oh yeah, definitely, and that's being modest.
Yeah,
that's being modest. And I see about 5 or 6 front office people. You know what I'm saying, or coaching staff that's going to be gone as well. Like it's time to clean house now. You know what I'm saying? We had the 3 or 4 years with McDermott and his staff and his style and all that. And I'm not knocking McDermott at all, but we know how the NFL roll. You get 2 or 3 years. We're gonna give you 2 or 3 years to show us what you got. If you ain't showed us nothing, we will move on to the next person. And it's move on time. Unfortunately, it's move on time.
Yeah, it's move on time, man. You know what I'm saying? like my wife was saying, she was like, I was like, I would like them to demote him to be defensive coordinator and hire a head coach. But then she had a point, like then it's not the same anymore. He's gonna feel some type of way, and he's not gonna put his all into it. It's gonna be a waste of space, and just let him go. Period. And I agree with that. I thought about it when she said that. Like, you know what? You might be right on that there, right there. You know what I mean? Because it's like you got to make sense.
Just let him go. Period. When I see that many penalty flags thrown in the last 3 or 4 minutes of a game, all I can think of is the coaching. At that point, is, you know what I'm saying, if it's one person getting all the flags, that's fine. That's that individual's, you know what I'm saying, fault, problem, and you know what I'm saying, he needs to spend more time practicing and sharpening his craft. When I see multiple people getting flags, that's coaching. That as bad as the Patriots are, that won't happen to a Bill Belichick led team. That will never happen with the Andy Reid led team. You know what I'm saying? Never. They will lose a game. That's fine, but they won't lose a game like that. They won't lose a game like that. They won't lose a game on penalties and play calling.
And, like I said, the Broncos came to play. The Broncos came in and knew the mistakes. They knew their weaknesses. It seemed like they knew our weaknesses off the muscle.
We talked about
them. And they attacked that weaknesses. The first play they did, they attacked the weakness off the jump, and it worked.
Yep.
They watched those videotapes.
Yep.
And the crazy thing about it, it's easy to catch. It's easy to catch the weaknesses. Why? Why Buffalo? Why is it so easy to pick out the weaknesses of our? You know what I mean? It's hard to find the weakness for a team like even Jacksonville coming up. It's hard to find a Jacksonville Jaguar weakness. You got to pretty much watch. You got to play. You got to get the experience in the game to get that weakness instead of just watching the video.
Yeah, like I believe it's two things. I believe one of the things, we are very two-dimensional as far as a team. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, the NFL is too littered with talent. You got to be more than just two-dimensional. You got to be 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 dimensional nowadays to even be able to hang with some of these big dogs. You know what I'm saying? So that, and like I said, the play calling. The play calling is horrible. You know what I mean? The play calling is horrible. Take it from a team who has horrible play calls as offense. Matt Canada, I don't believe is that good of offensive coordinator. So with that being said, I know what bad play calling looks like and what happens. Even when you give talented people bad play calling, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't do whatever you want anymore. You can't say, yo, we definitely going to get Diggs 12 targets, 14 times. You can't say that because we don't know how the game's going to go. You got to get the open man. If Diggs just happened to be the open man, Diggs is the open man. But if Dave Davis or one of these other cats is open, you can't just force it to Diggs. That's where them 2 interceptions came from. Him forcing the people that had no business seeing the ball that play. No business.
They put the pressure on Davis, man. He's not a good first starting wing wide receiver. He's not.
No.
You know what I mean? When Diggs is tied up, you need that wide receiver that can come in and perform off the muscle. He's not the one. He's a fill-in wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does amazing doing fill-ins. That's how he been getting them yardage and doing good, being a fill-in.
Yeah.
You know, when we got Knox, we got a tight end that we can throw to. When we got a running back that we can throw to, that got hands, that can run and don't drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then you good. He's one of those. He'll fill in. He's one when they least expect it. They ain't paying no defense on him. He's open. Boom. He's the secret weapon. He's not a wide receiver to come in when Diggs messed up, our running game ain't right, and we don't have no good a solid tight end.
Yeah.
He's not the one.
No.
And he proved that last night.
If you want my opinion, I think that Shakir is better than Davis.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think Shakir is better than Davis. I just don't believe he get the targets and the light that he needs to be able to show how good he really is. I believe he's better than Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
I definitely believe he's better than Gabe Davis.
How you feel about what's going on in the AFC right now? Like, you know what I'm saying, who you want to see shock the world? You know,
I want to see my boy shock the world. Actually, we're set up to shock the world. And I don't even want to be like all on some super fan stuff, but our season right now is reminds me of that Baltimore Ravens season where they had real stout, ridiculous, all-pro defense and a halfway decent offense and a really good running back. You know what I mean?
But the Bills defense did his job.
Yeah.
They did the best they could do. They did their job.
Yeah.
They did.
They
You
did.
know,
They did.
um,
Without
yeah.
Milano too, they did real good. I mean, the
Yeah.
way that game was looking, technically Denver was supposed to start blowing them out at the end of the first half. You know what I mean? Technically, that was what's supposed to happen. The positions they got caught in, especially after the interceptions, impressed me because they got caught in some real bad yardage situations when those interceptions came. They all happened on their side of the field. You know what I mean? Once they
Right.
got the interception, now they was already in damn near in field goal position. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So with that being said, in those particular instances, me playing the game, trust me, it's a lot harder to stop somebody scoring a touchdown when they at the 30-yard line already, as opposed to them being 80 yards away. It's a lot easier to stop
No, I
somebody.
agree. I definitely agree. I think we done. I don't see us bouncing back with the schedule we have because
Yeah.
the team that we're playing now is coming for blood. They're correcting. They're actually paying attention to their coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to see the Jets get a victory over us, but the Jets gonna blow us out. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
they coming for blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Miami too.
Yeah.
You know, they're
The
playing some
point-
football.
When they were calling the Bills Super Bowl contenders, they were looking at the schedule. Like right now, at this point, Buffalo's supposed to be like 8-2, according to the specialists. They supposed to be 8-2, 7-3. They supposed to have a record that's way above 500. You know what I mean? So, and then this is where it would have got 50-50. These are the hard games where they would have ended up going 500 in the last like 6 or 7 games. They'd have ended up winning like 4 and losing like 3, according to the specialists. But now, with the way the AFC is set up, and certain teams are starting to get into that mode. The Bengals are starting to get into that mode. The Jets are starting to get into that mode. You know what I mean? With that being said, it's crunch time now, and I don't think the Bills is going to be able to hang just off of the losses they took already. I believe they could probably go undefeated for the rest of the season, and it's a wrap still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and I don't, you know, that would be awesome, but I don't even see that. I could see.
I don't see that either.
What's it? We got 6 games left?
Yep.
You know
6
what I'm saying?
games left.
Out of the 6 games, we might win 2.
Yeah, 6 games. Yeah, we might win 2. Actually, while we looking at it, while we talking about that, I'm about to look up the rest of the remaining Bills schedule. We about to see what's the realistic chances.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think we can win 2 out of the deal. Playing teams like the Jets, Miami, that's in our division, they not playing no games. They want all the smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still got to play the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
we still got to play the Eagles. We still got to play the Chiefs too, right?
I think so. I think we do got a game with the Chiefs.
We got to play Cleveland too, right?
Yep. I think so. I definitely think so.
So it's like we ain't
All
ready.
All right, here it goes. So I got the remaining Bill schedule right here. So next week, home against the Jets.
Okay.
Then after that, we go to Philadelphia.
I'm saying.
Then we have a bye week. And then after the bye week, we go into KC.
See.
We got Dallas at home.
See.
The Chargers. We go to LA to face the Chargers.
Yeah.
New England. And then the last game is at Miami. So now, realistically, okay, let's say 50-50. Let's say you take the Jets first game. So the Jets, we want to know as far as the rest of the season. Jets want to know. Philly, that's not going to happen. Philly's going to beat us 1-1.
Yeah.
All right. KC, going to beat us. Now we 1-2.
Yeah.
Dallas, if they play like they just did, 1-3. The Chargers, 1-4. They got way too many weapons on offense for Bills defense. New England, they'll take. I'll give them 2-4. They can beat New England. I can see that. At home too, they could beat New England. 2-4.
Yeah.
At Miami, it's a wrap.
It's
2-5.
Now, if they already have, if Miami already have the division, then I can see
a different story.
They might bitch that they started, then we might win that game.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? They might, because it look like if Miami win the rest of their games, they're going to win the division, no matter if we beat them or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was the NFL's point.
And Miami got the Miami. They got Miami's last late game. I think it's a pretty easy schedule. The rest of their season's pretty easy.
Yeah, I think so too. I could definitely look theirs up, but they probably got a pretty easy schedule. The NFL tried to schedule a lot of divisional games in the last 2 weeks to avoid people putting people on the bench and stuff like that. But especially with the AFC, how the AFC East is looking now, they'll be able to. Tua won't play the last 2 games.
Yeah,
Tua won't play the last 2 games.
We play the Eagles on Thanksgiving, right? Or the Cowboys on Thanksgiving?
The Cowboys.
Okay, then we play somebody on Christmas Day.
Let me see if it'll give me the exact, because the one I got, it gives me like the day, but not the actual date. And I don't know if that makes any sense. Let me see. So we got, okay, so yeah, so Dallas. No, it looks like KC may be no, actually no. It like the Chargers is Christmas and Dallas is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that, like I said, that's 2 losses right there.
It was but then again, Josh Allen undefeated in Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So he's gonna keep that streak going. So he's gonna run a lot that game. I think he's gonna go all out that game because he want to keep that streak going. He want to keep his name relevant to where so even though we're not gonna make the playoffs this year, he want to keep his name relevant. So I think we're gonna beat Dallas now because you know what I'm saying. Josh Allen ain't gonna let that happen. He want to keep that streak going as the Mr. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because that's basically what he is now. But then, okay, let's take that into consideration. And still leaving 3 and 4 in the last 7 games. That's not enough for the AFC East nowadays. That's not enough for the AFC nowadays. You know what I mean?
Not even a wild card because teams like Baltimore might take that slot. Texas might take that slot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got other teams. You know what I'm saying? And they'll sleep on the Raiders. Raiders got a streak going on right now.
Yeah,
they got a new coach.
Yep.
They might stick up and get that jump off.
Yep. And it's funny that you mentioned that. Here goes the rest of Miami's schedule for the rest of the year. They were just on the bye. So coming out of the bye, they got the Raiders of Las Vegas. Okay. Then they got they go into New York or New Jersey to face the Jets.
Okay.
Then after that, they go in to Washington, face the Commanders.
They'll beat Commanders. They'll beat the Jets too.
And I'm looking at the schedule right now, I really don't see them really losing any games. After that, they got Tennessee.
Yeah.
They got the New York Jets again because they haven't played the New York Jets period, so they go about to bust out their 2 division games against the Jets in these last 7 games.
They beat the Jets. They beat the 2 Jets. They automatically get the number 1 seed. They automatically have a playoff slot.
Automatically.
They beat the 3 games right there. They beat the Jets twice in them 3. Or they automatically get the number 1. They already got at least 1 home field advantage.
Yep, automatically. And nobody in the AFC East got a record that's even close to theirs. And especially if they beat the Jets twice, it's a wrap. If they could literally lose all the rest of these games and still make it to the playoffs.
That's right.
What they playing for now is that first round bye. I know what they're trying to get. They're trying to get that first round
and
bye.
That's smart. You know what I mean? And I would love to see Miami and the Chiefs in the playoffs, but I would go for Miami. You know what I'm saying? Me not liking Miami that tough. I don't really hate Miami. I'm just not a Miami fan, but I would love to see Miami beat the Chiefs with Therese. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
I mean that'd be the Super Bowl championship game right there. I would pick Miami over the Chiefs. I would want them to beat them. I would love to see Miami go to the bowl right there.
I would love to see it. And the sick thing about it is the Chiefs and the Miami, as far as like talent wise, are really close and similar. Like people don't really realize. I know the Chiefs got the MVPs, the championships, and all that, but they're really close. I believe what separates them two is one thing: the coaching.
They got what separates them two. Both the coaches, that young coach in Miami, doing an amazing job, man. He stepped it up. But
you got the GOAT over there. You got Andy Reid. Yeah. Andy Reid is top 3 all time. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to go against somebody that has that coaching ability and has the weapons that's available to him. You know what I mean? I think it's going to come down to coaching.
What Reid is, when it comes to like even in the playoffs, he don't really go hard on his main spenders on the team. He goes to that third string in that second string to do the job in the first half. You know what I mean? And still be successful. That's scary.
Because you know what it is? He knows. That's why I call him one of the GOATs. He knows what you're going to target. I know you're not going to target my third string or fourth string undrafted wide receiver I got from SMU. I know you're not going to target him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to put him into the mix. And then there you go. Go ahead and double Pacheco and all these people all you want, because they're not even a plan for the first half. We gonna kill you with these dudes that's been itching to play all year. We gonna kill you with these dudes, and then when we blow you up, then the second half, then Kelsey and everybody else is gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? He's a genius.
Yeah,
he's a genius.
That's what he do. And I noticed that last year in the playoffs. You know, when they played Jacksonville, and he had the that first down. I never heard this dude run up the middle. Who is that?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Interception. Who is that?
Yeah.
Sacked by Joseph Maduro. Who is that?
You ain't never heard of him.
Who? What? What? Who? Okay. You know, and then you seeing that first, second quarter, halftime come, then the stars come in, and then you be like, that first half, who was that?
Yep, who was that?
And then they won by 2 touchdowns. Who was that? Who?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Like, you know, and I noticed that. You know, I noticed that last year in the playoffs. Like these people coming off the red shirt, coming off of the trades and all that. Like I never heard these dudes.
Yep.
Like most of them is walk-ons and shit.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. He find them out of nowhere. He's a great. I always say that's one thing I've always given Bill Belichick credit for too. Great evaluator of talent.
Yeah.
He can
Did you see when they put their names up in the beginning of the game? It was saying, my name is Chris Saludo from Jackson T High School. What? High school?
Yes.
I'm saying, like, come on, man. Like, I'll be like,
evaluator of talent. Great evaluator of talent.
JT High School.
Like,
where's that at? What city is that from? What county? What state?
He picks the correct pieces. Like he evaluates talent, but he knows what his team needs and where the weak slots is, and he fill it with these people that you ain't never. Besides for where they come from, nobody never heard of them before.
Never heard of them. But you know what I'm saying? But they're starting lineup when they do the lineup for the playoffs, and they line up like, who is these dudes? They be like 3 players that say, you know what I'm saying? My name is Jamal Holmes, and I'm from Washington State High School. Like what? Washington State High? Is that a college high school? What?
No, he like, found this dude that had never went to college before, and he was like bagging groceries, like the Kurt Warner story. He was sitting here bagging groceries. He was like, "Yo, you play football? You still play football? You want to play football? Come over to Kansas City. I got a spot for you."
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unbelievable, man. And I'm like, and it's same thing with Philly. They got a lot of them. Same thing. They got some players on there that I ain't never heard before.
Never heard of. Never touched a college field in their life.
Never. but they got 3 catches for 87 yards. Like what?
Yep. Because NFL teams are so into the planning part. And which is cool, which you're supposed to. This is $1 billion industry. You're supposed to plan, you know what I'm saying, out before. But like I said, people like Andy Reid, people like, they know they're coaches too. So if I was the coach against me, what would I shut down?
Right.
And then they go after that, and then they say, okay, now everybody else besides them people is about to eat, because I know how I would attack this.
Right.
So now I'm about to do the whole opposite, and I'm about to bring this kid from whatever be cool, Minnesota. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Crazy.
And he's hungry.
And another team needs to not sleep on the playoffs is the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Let's go.
They won 5 straight. Like, come on, man.
It's the defense. Like I said, it's reminding me of the Ravens team where they had Trent Dilfer was trash. They really didn't have any good wide receivers. They just had Jamal Lewis and a Hall of Fame defense, and they ran through the NFL.
Don't let Pittsburgh come in and shock the whole world. That's gonna be the shocking in the playoffs right there, Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the shocking right there. That's gonna change. Yeah. You know, they're gonna change the game of football this year. And if that happened, I'm not mad. That's my second best team. I ain't mad. They ain't I live out here in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? I'm about to give me another Pittsburgh hat and give me a Pittsburgh jersey now because I know my Bills is done.
I'm telling you, come on, let's go.
Yeah, my Bills is done. My second best team is Pittsburgh, so it's like, oh, my Bills is done, dog. They just practicing and seeing. They're playing to see what we're gonna do in the combine.
Yeah,
they're playing what we're gonna see in the draft. What's going down?
Yeah,
what trades we gonna do? You know what I mean? We got some free agents on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's rebuilding. It's rebuilding time. Like, you know what I mean? I understand that Josh Allen, like I said, is a once in a 2-decade talent. And I get it. You might want to keep him. You might want to keep Diggs. You might want to keep some of those new pieces you just got to trade deadline.
I don't think Diggs is going to stay.
I don't think Diggs is going to stay neither. But I really don't see – I can't say I don't see a place for him because he's a talented wide receiver. But I really don't see a place for him that he would like to be at because you're not gonna really get much of an upgrade at quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? I could see him leaving and getting a trade to a team like the Giants. I could see Diggs going.
I can almost see that. If I had to guess, if I had to pick the perfect place for him right now, I would like to see him in Houston.
I could see that.
I would like to see him use.
I could even see him playing at the Texas.
Yeah. I'd say Houston Texans.
That young quarterback over there is nice.
Yep, they got that young boy quarterback. They got a veteran tight end, and they got a lot of young wide receivers. I think he could be that veteran presence in that wide receiver room. You know what I'm saying? They got that Tony Dell, Nico Brown. They got some talent over there in Houston. And this CJ Stroud dude, every game he's starting to prove to me slowly. He's the real deal.
Yeah. And I won't be surprised to see him playing with his brother at the Cowboys. That wouldn't be a shocker to me either.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. We know Jerry Jones will put the money up. Yeah, we know he will put the money up.
I won't be surprised with that either. I don't see Jake being
right now. I believe their wide receiver room is so nice already. Like I believe that they got a nice wide receiver room. You got CeeDee Lamb, you got Gallup, and you got Brandon Cooks. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I believe that Diggs is better than two of those wide receivers. Yeah. But then what happens to the one they get rid of? You know what I'm saying?
Allen, I can see Buffalo doing this, trading three of their players. Might be Diggs, Hyde.
Okay.
I can see him trade Porter too. Porter just getting old. But I can see him trading those three players to get in the top 5 draft somewhere and getting the top wide receiver coming out of college. I can see him getting the Boston College wide receiver, which is Richard Collins's son.
Well, you know the man is Marvin Harrison's son.
Yeah.
Right now he's the GOAT, like as far as like all the college wide receivers go. Like,
I can see that. You know, I can see that wide receiver from Ohio State. And also be the next wide receiver that the Bills might pick. You know what I'm saying? That Georgia Bulldog wide receiver. Right now, there's a piece right now.
And Georgia puts out some wide receivers. Take it from me.
LSU got a nice little wide receiver too. That's off the chain. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised he's getting Weavers from Colorado.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can see a lot of that. But just like you said, the key is to get that top 10 pick. Yeah. The key is to get one, because by the time you get down to where it's looking like they're gonna end up in the 15, 16, 17 range, by then a lot of the top talent is gone. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of the top talent.
I can see Weavers. I can see him going. You know what I'm saying? I can see him getting Weavers from. I can see Prime recommend him to come to Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can see that.
Now, if we got that top 10 pick, would you rather see it on offense or would you rather see it on defense? Because I mean, the Bills' defense is a little suspect.
No. I don't think our defense is suspect. I think they're working hard. Because they're on the field more than the offense. You know what I mean? I know. We could tighten it up. I ain't saying we perfect, but we could tighten it up. But I think the first 3 picks of the draft should be in offense. Running back, solid running back, wide receiver, And I ain't scared of another tight end.
Yeah. And even though the Bills have a bad history of drafting linemen early, I think that's another thing that will help too. I mean, better linemen, you know what I'm saying, as far as the running the passing game, always helps.
And our offensive line is doing amazing. We don't need the offensive line is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually doing really good.
It's really our offensive line.
I want to see how good they run block. Because they don't have enough actual runs out of the backfield for me to actually gauge their offensive line as a running offensive line. Like I think last night, I think they had like, you know what I'm saying, James Cook had a really excellent spurt where he had like 4 or 5 carries in a row and got like 30 yards. But besides that,
he's a weakness. He's not. They used him wrong. They used him wrong
again.
You know what I mean? We got a running back. What's wrong? He don't know the playbook that we got to do from Buccaneers. What's happening with that? He didn't play.
Yep. I told you. Remember, they dressing him, but they still treating Murray like the power guy. Murray can
be the power guy. He can't be, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? They're not using the running backs right. We got running backs, but we got to use them right. We got an offensive line. We got a nice offensive line. But when you use them in a wrong situation at the wrong time, you know what I'm saying? That's that instinct that's extra for a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's what made Sean McDermott so special when he was defensive coordinator for the Panthers. He knew the niche of each player and what needed to be doing on that defensive line. He knew that.
Yeah.
He knew what to do. You know what I mean? Same thing.
Like, look at what's the name? Singletary. Singletary just went crazy. Singletary just got a $125 and like a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Running backs is in Buffalo. They just don't get no burn. They don't get no burn.
Because Singletary's doing good in Texas, ain't he?
Yeah, he's balling out there. And like I said, especially that running back is halfway decent. I mean, quarterback is halfway decent. So with that being said, that play action is way more effective when you got somebody that can actually run the ball. Buffalo do play action. Ain't nobody scared.
They do play. They see the play action can be so sweet if they let Josh Allen be Josh Allen. You know what I mean? When Josh last year, the year before, when Josh Allen, them action plays was official. Was official because they didn't know was he was going to pass or run.
Yeah.
Now he hesitates now because of the offensive coordinator. That's not Josh Allen's fault.
Yeah. I agree.
Every play that he did last night, he looked up at the press box like, I told you, like, you know what I mean? And then in his ear, no, we're gonna go back to playbook D, playbook 109. We use that whole row. Break. Interception.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, like, you know.
They gotta do like one thing we do in Pittsburgh because we don't like our offensive coordinator. If you watch a Pittsburgh game very closely, we call like I think we're like second or third as far as calling audibles at the line. Kenny Pickett is like, yo, I'm sick and tired of this. Yeah, I'm gonna call the play, and then when we get down the line, I'm gonna audible it, and then you're just gonna be mad afterwards. But
I do extra 50 suicides. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
you know?
right. I'm cool with that. We'll get the W. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. That's what I'm saying. But that's what happened last night. Josh changed a couple plays, and then we started getting first down. And he kept on looking up, and he kept on shaking his head. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then Sean McDermott's calling timeout because he don't like the lack of communication, and then he messing it up. Like, no, none of y'all's on the same page.
No.
None of y'all is on the same page.
And it has to be for the NFL for it to work. It has to be the coach, quarterback, and offensive coordinator all got to have the same goals in mind. Or in today's NFL, it's not going to work.
You know, and then you get your feelings involved and then get emotional. That's not helping the situation either.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, guess what? Josh's gonna do what he's told to do, and if it don't work, don't blame me.
And the thing about it is they will. That's the crazy thing about it is
that's not fair. That's not fair for a superstar quarterback that did the things he was doing, controlling the playbook. You know, okay, we didn't make the Super Bowl, but we didn't lose a lot of these games in the first half of the season. You know what I mean? Like you said, we're supposed to only lose 2 games right now. right now.
The way the schedule was looking, and that's even counting the Jets having Aaron Rodgers and all that. I'm talking about before the season even started. They supposed to be 8-2 at this point. Before the season even started, they supposed to be 8-2 at this point. The game they lost last night shouldn't have been a loss. And technically, like I said it when we started, they didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? They lost that game. Denver didn't beat them. Even with the bad play calling, even with Josh Allen not being Josh Allen, and even though we didn't run the ball effectively, Bills were still supposed to win that game last night.
Supposed to win that game.
Even with all that mixed in, they were still supposed to win, and they didn't.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It's like, they got to go back to the drawing board, man. We playing football right now to see what's going on and see what change we're gonna make because it's a wrap.
McDermott, I see you later. Gabe Davis, I see you later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Poyer High, y'all did good. I see you later. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple people that got to get going.
Knox will probably stay.
Yeah.
I
that
like
might Kincaid too.
Kincaid may change him to wide receiver.
I can see that.
I can see him moving him to wide receiver.
Or start running a 2 tight end set. That'll make it easier for us to run the ball.
Yeah, 2 have it, use him as a slant. You know what I mean? Use him to how we used to use McKenzie back in the day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can see that. How we how we use other man that we left that the old wide receiver that was the king of the slant. Him, you know what I'm saying? I can see that. You know what I mean? And then draft another or have another tryout for a backup, you know what I mean, tight end, or he could be the backup tight end with the wide receiver slot. So you can have the extra man, you know what I mean? That can broaden the offense a little bit. And then change the offensive coordinator, bring an offensive coordinator that trusts the quarterback, number one.
Yeah.
And have a head coach that trusts the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I believe that because of that lack of communication between those three, you got to think of it. They're not going to get rid of Josh Allen. That's not going to happen. So that means either the offensive coordinator or McDermott or possibly both is going to have to go. And then whatever head coach come in is probably going to bring his own offensive coordinator, and hopefully this guy knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But Allen ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no doubt.
Allen ain't going nowhere. People have new head coaches every year. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to get a new head coach. Okay, try out some black people or interview some black people for it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think next year we're gonna see what's going on, man. We pretty much gotta go back to the drawing board. That's it. But that's it for the show today, man. You know what I mean? My last words of the day is new team for the Buffalo Bills, please. New team. You know what I'm saying? I think a new team for 200.
Is it up there?
Yeah.
New team for 200. There you go.
200, please. That's my last word for the day on that. What last words you gonna bring to the table today?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like I said, the Bills game was a main example. Don't let mistakes set you back. Try your hardest to be as prepared and as focused as you can when you enter anything, especially a Monday Night Football game. But be as prepared as you can, because as the Bills have showed you, mistakes can cost you in the long run.
Yeah, no doubt, man. This is your boy, the Joker of Look MC. You know what I'm saying? With my boy, 4-star Lamar. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? Here on the morning show. We out.
Pink Frutella slush. Country time. Just gonna add a bit of this. Pink lemonade. Now it's time to add a little bit of Calypso watermelon lemonade. This part's super important. Got the flat lid, got the curved lid, pink lemonade mini. Through the hole of the curved lid, put it down for some security. On to the flat lid, like so. Then bing, bang, bosh, boosh. So I add the straw. Then of course, sprinkle some more Frutellas in there. I like to spice things up. So I've also got some randoms, gonna sprinkle them in like that. The Frutella, pink slush. Tune in to the next episode, The Slot Tales, to find out what I'll be making next.